love Kenny Pickett, but I don't think they take him at the earliest they can at 6. I think they'll trade back in and get someone. I wouldn't be surprised if at 32 you see someone like Sam Howell or Matt Corral go to the Detroit
Connor's
Lions.
in. What up, Connor? What up, Buzz?
Connor
Welcome,
is
guys.
back. So this is interesting.
What's up?
This is what we've all been waiting for. Going over our big board right now. Going to Colin's big board. At number 1, I have Aiden Hutchinson on my big board. Yet again, this is not my mock draft. This is just what I think the talent-wise. At number 2, I have Charles Cross, a tackle out of Mississippi State. All-around great tackle. This guy is pro-ready, and he will make an immediate impact.
Yep, and this is also, we're sorry about that. We were trying to get it streamed onto our YouTube, but YouTube has a stupid thing where, like, literally, you have to request access to stream and then wait 24 hours in order to stream. So we're just going to do it on Twitch. I'm recording it right now, so this is going to go live right after we're done. So
it's all right. BSB, ain't it?
It's kind of Wi-Fi dog. Wi-Fi dog. BSB zooms, ain't it?
It's all right. Number 3 on my big board, I have the safety Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame. He is a very hybrid type safety, a very generational type safety. I think so as well. I don't know. What do you guys think about the safety?
Yeah, I think he's your top one.
So he's your number
prospect.
one.
The closest one you could get to that is Sauce Gardner, but he's a corner, so.
Gardner is very good. You've also seen cornerback out of what's his name? Why am I? The cornerback out of LSU.
Stingley.
What's his name? Stanley. Yeah, Derek Stinley's 10 on my big board, but he has been raising up NFL draft big boards for a while now.
I've seen him picking in the top 3. I've seen people pick him in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good prospect. You couldn't go wrong with Gardner or Stingley in those first picks. You might get somebody fall down, and where I would see somebody trade is for a tackle. If one of these big 3 tackles, Evan Neal, Charles Cross, or Icky, fall, they call him Icky. If Icky falls down the draft board, don't be surprised if one of these teams are going to go get him. A team like Seattle might be in prime position to get one of these 3 guys because there might be somebody like Trayvon Walker taking number 1. That shakes everything up. Aiden Hutchinson's number 2. Maybe Kayvon Thibodeau. Thibodeau's stock has been dropping because of his interview process. He isn't the best, and they've reviewed his tape, and he's a one-trick pony. I hate to say one-trick pony, but he uses his athleticism too much. And in the NFL, you have to have a good set of pass rush moves. And I don't know. I think that's scaring teams away from. That's scaring teams away from the top 3 pick. I could justify Kayvon Thibodeau after the top 3 picks, but I do not think he gets taken.
Do you see anyone trading up in the draft?
If they are, like they were mentioning on the, you could kind of turn on the commercial. You can turn it. But I do see somebody trading up in the draft. It might be, we've been hearing the Eagles, the Texans are looking to trade down from the 3rd pick because they want to have 2 in the top 10. They already have the 13. So now if they get 2 in the top 10, they might be able to do something there. But they want to trade down. The problem is, we were talking about this earlier, there isn't a quarterback to trade up for. So who are you going to trade up for? That top 3 is going to take a lot to get away from a team. So are you willing to pay that price, or are you willing to
I have
wait?
2 situations. I think either Green Bay trades up possibly with the Jets to get Kyle Hamilton or one of those guys if they fall, or else I could see the Panthers trading down so they could get their quarterback later.
I do think the Packers are going to actually take a wide receiver in their first-round draft pick. I have them taking like Chris Olave. I think in my mock, let's see who in my mock. Who do I have the Packers taking? I have the Packers taking actually Sky Moore out of Western Michigan, very speedy wide receiver. Sky Moore is. Who do you think is the best wide receiver from this draft class? This is a deep, loaded wide receiver draft class. You got guys like Jameson Williams, Drake London, and you got other guys like Chris Olave. Who do you think is the best wide receiver prospect for the first round? Who do you think is the first one off the board?
I like, really for me, it's Jamison Wilson, or else after that it'd be Drake London. Those are the top 2 to me. Olave seems like a mid-type guy, or middle round type.
Yeah. Jameson Williams is he's a hybrid between CeeDee Lamb and I've heard some other player. He's very good. Oh, the draft is about to start, but we'll announce the picks live here, and we'll give you our reactions.
We have the.
But it is about to announce the commissioner is coming on right now and saying the NFL draft is officially over.
We have the audio on the TV, so we're gonna let you guys hear it, and then I'm gonna mute the audio on the TV, and we're gonna discuss what we feel on that.
Come on, Las Vegas, let's go!
They're hype.
Nobody is hyped.
They're
They're booing him.
I would boo him.
Okay,
What did he do?
welcome
Wow.
to the 22
That's rough.
NFL Draft.
I had my live stream paused, so I didn't even have. Boo! Here's the Minshew. Is that no? That's a Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
That's a Lawrence.
I got the Minshew.
Raiders Hall of Famer and Super Bowl MVP, Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen, dang.
Does that Derek Carr?
So going back to the wide receiver composition comparison, why am I not speaking English? Drake London is a guy I like to see as a Mike Evans type player. He's a big ball, and some coaches have said they've compared him to Mike Evans. That is a good wide receiver, and yes, he did have an injury, but you're coming off of a couple other guys who have had injuries like Kyle Hamilton, which may mean he will drop in the draft. I have him going Kyle
Darren Waller. I just noticed that. That's Darren Waller.
I have. Where do I have Kyle Hamilton? I have Kyle Hamilton dropping to 13 to the Texans in my mock draft. I think he's just been dropped just because of that and just because his 40 time isn't as great. But when I tell you, teams need to overlook his 40 time. He has great ball skills. If you look, he's got great recognition, which is what you need.
Great route running, great agility over to it.
Just because of 140 time, you shouldn't be as scared to draft this guy. This guy is what I'm saying. He's a
Ice
generation
Cube.
type.
It's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. There's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube's the first overall pick.
Are we on NFL Network or are we on ESPN?
We're on ESPN.
ESPN. Also, we're going to get to see Mel Kiper.
It's ESPN.
Yeah, Mel.
All the other fans here today, what's up, Las Vegas?
Oh my gosh.
What's up, motherfuckers? Oh, this is giving me hype. So, we all know that Devin Lloyd is the number one linebacker in this draft class. Where do you see him landing, Andrew?
Personally, I'd see him anywhere. I think any New York team really needs that help.
Yeah.
But
I don't think if New York does trade back, it would be smart if the Giants kind of trade back, or maybe the Jets trade back to maybe that 15-16 range. You trade back, and what you do is you get you draft someone like Devin Lloyd. He is the best linebacker in this draft class. But that's where I kind of see him going is the 14, 15, 16 range. I have him going 15 right now to the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's where I have him going right now.
look at Derek Carr's cut.
Yeah, that is not it, bro.
Not it.
It's like a mohawk, but it's photoshopped just like it's half mohawk, half mullet. Look.
It looks so bad. It's all right. He can throw touchdown passes, so it really don't matter as long as he's making the money. So we've heard that the best center in the draft is Tyler I can't speak. Tyler out of Iowa is the best center in this draft class. Where do you see him going? We have heard him slip down in the draft, not because he's a bad prospect, but because he's a center. Teams are scared to pick him in the top 5, top 10. Where do you see him going, Andrew?
Who was it again? I wasn't listening.
The center, Tyler.
Oh, I don't think teams in the top. I honestly,
He's going to drop.
he's gonna, because no teams need a lineman that
How far
are
is he going to drop?
not past the 15th pick. I don't think. If he's still there, I think honestly,
he's gonna go
the Ravens could pick.
12 to 16.
I have him going 21 to the New England Patriots.
Jacksonville picks in 9 minutes. We could be on the lookout for some trades right now.
If we fall back, I don't think they're going to have a buyer for that first overall pick. I really don't think so. There's 8 teams without a first-round pick, including Indianapolis, Chicago, the Browns, Miami. We have Denver, San Francisco, Las Vegas, and the Rams. The Rams, fun fact, their soonest draft pick is a 5th-round draft pick. So they'll be very comfortable in their
8 teams with multiple draft picks.
Yep.
tonight, including, you see the Lions go early.
Lions have a 2-32. Texans have 3-13.
Jets 4-10.
Jets 4-10. Giants 5-7. Eagles 15-18. Saints 16-19. Packers 22-29, I believe. Right, 29. And then I have the Chiefs picking back to back at 29-30. Hi Ethan, hi Kyle, welcome to the stream. Number one fans are in the stream.
They here? Oh, what up?
They are back. They are our number one fans. They have been supporting us.
Goes to
Chirag Gupta.
Chirag_Gupta 404.
You really rename your thing just to join our. This is great.
What a king, bro.
Yeah, no, he's been hyping us up since day one, so I appreciate you with
good
that. We've been hearing that Evan Neal is one of the best tackle prospects, and you know we talked about the big three, but where do you think him in specific? Where do you think he's gonna win?
Kyle Hamilton.
Not Kyle Hamilton, Evan Neal.
Evan
The tackle out
Neal.
of Alabama. Wow, this is
The
great.
first round mock draft from PFF has him going 3. I can see him dropping for sure. Charles Cross might get picked above him. Any of those tackles, or Icky could get picked up too. Really, any tackle that Houston wants, they could pick. Evan Neal's for sure going to go in the top 5 though, because multiple of those teams need tackles.
And we're pure athleticism.
Under 7 minutes till
Under 7
first
minutes.
pick.
Gosh, I can't stand Mel Kiper.
All right.
I can't stand him. His voice is.
Want to change the channel?
No, I don't care. It's fine. We're watching ESPN. We're on ESPN right now. No, don't change it.
NFL Network. NFL Network.
I like the soothing voice of what's his name?
Oh, this is better. I like this. I like the graphics.
Yeah, these graphics are 10 times better. The Jags, they're looking to rebuild. What do you think they take with the first overall pick? They finished the season 3-14, I believe. They have the number 1 overall pick. Doug Peterson is their coach. Where do you see them taking? There's been a bit of turmoil within the organization. The owner wants Hutchinson. The GM wants Walker. Who wins in this situation?
I don't know, really. I think it's going to... They all probably are dialed in on that one guy, which could either be Trayvon Walker or Hutchinson. It's one of the two. They're probably dialed in on that guy right now. They're probably like, okay, we're doing that.
They definitely know who they're going to take and exactly how they're going to take it. Whether that's giving up a round or...
They also have a solid and young team behind them, too, with making moves
If
for the O-line.
Trayvon Walker is taken at number 1 overall, wouldn't be surprised. Hutchinson will go to Detroit then.
Yeah,
That is my
100%.
guarantee. That is
I
my
want to see him go there. That's his
Yeah,
hometown.
I would rather have Hutchinson at Detroit.
What is that?
When Jim Harbaugh
Little
was
Dirk?
Michigan.
Looks like Lil Dirk.
That's a woman.
I know.
When Jim Harbaugh was asked the question, where do you want Hutchinson to go? He said it would be pretty cool for him to stay in Detroit, stay in the city, and play for that team. So I think everyone in Michigan wants Aiden Hutchinson right now. They're hoping he falls to him. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. That draft room looks pathetic by the
That looks
Jags.
yeah.
We have seen 10 times better draft rooms, and that owner's got a fabulous mustache. If you do not know what he looks like, go look him up right now. I will give
Go
you
look up the
permission to
draft,
stop our
yeah.
podcast and go look up his mustache, because man, that mustache is glorious.
It looks beautiful there right now. I'm so
All you
jealous.
facial hair people, he has a great mustache.
Yeah, bro, it's so cold here. It's April. Why is it
40
cold?
and rainy today. It's like sunny and 75 right now.
In
Yeah,
Las
wait,
Vegas.
Jags? There are Jags fans?
Pick is in for the Jags.
No. They paid those people.
Yeah.
There's no way. That's a cap. There's no way there's Jags fans.
All right, Jags pick is in.
Pick is in. We have not seen anyone walk up yet. We will notice somebody will walk up because there will be a loud boo. Or up around the cloud. We will know the
There's
pig
gonna be
is
a
about to
garbage
be
bag
in.
drop from the ceiling.
What is this graphic?
Trying to make it like Vegas.
Oh my gosh, Vegas, high stakes. You're gonna make the dumbest decision. Knowing the Jags would be great to draft a backup quarterback. Malik Willis, number 1.
It's gonna be an upset because
No.
now I have a feeling it's not gonna be Trayvon Walker.
Backup quarterback.
Every place he's been, he's done something special. He just hasn't been in one place very long. So if they can put
It's gonna be a vibe, dude. That looks like
Pickett
such.
is in, and yet it takes forever for Goodell to get up and walk his butt to the stand.
That guy's wearing a Mavs jersey.
Why not, dude? He's in Vegas. I mean, he couldn't have found an NFL jersey anywhere.
And their final first
Jags.
currently slated to be the last one of the night since they acquired it along
Number 1
with
fans in the chat.
Right after this, I'm switching my jersey from the Jags.
Why? What do you gotta plethora? I only brought one. It's Miami. Of course, they don't have a draft pick.
I brought all my
He's
jerseys on.
prepared for any draft. Oh, if we don't have a team,
We don't have Houston, Detroit, or Jets or Giants.
here we go.
Here's
Goodell
Goodell.
has walked out.
All right,
Here we go, baby.
let's be quiet. Let's listen to the TV. All right.
Ooh, that was great.
with the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker.
Wow.
Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker. What we've all been expecting, what I had in my drafting, is Trayvon Walker was going to be drafted. Trayvon Walker is the number 1 overall pick, which means Aiden Hutchinson falls to number 2.
Aiden
This is
Hutchinson's going to
exactly what we
Detroit.
said, the chaos that needed to happen. What are your thoughts on Trayvon
That
Walker?
is honestly perfect for Detroit because Trayvon Walker's a stud. Not gonna lie, both of them are edge rushers. It's a steal for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I think just that connection with Aidan Hutchinson and Detroit, being a Detroit fan his whole childhood, which I assume he was, growing up in Detroit and going to college in Detroit, now going to a Detroit professional football team that's gonna keep that
Just
connection
to
alive.
recap, Trayvon Walker has just been drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars. He stands at 6'5", 272. He was a junior. He's 21 years of age. His stats last year, he had 5 sacks, 9 hits with a PFF overall grade of 70.5. So didn't have the best year. Didn't have an Aiden Hutchinson type year. He didn't have a Thibodeau type year, but he has improved and he has looks to make a very good edge rusher at the next level. His draft stock had been rising. What are your thoughts on the player?
What do you think, Colin?
Great pick for Jaguars. It's everything that everybody wanted back home in Detroit. Everybody wanted Hutchinson.
Everyone wanted Hutchinson.
Which we assume he's going there.
Yeah.
And where if I want to cut in right now, with Trayvon Walker, where he wins is his power. He's got very good power. He's got long limbo. He's got long arms to kind of extend around. He's got a better strength. He's got really good strength, really good explosiveness.
Oh,
He needs to
Detroit's
get
pick
better.
is in. Detroit's pick
wow,
is.
yeah,
That took him
Aiden
no
Hutchinson,
time.
right?
Yeah,
It's
that
going to be
was
Aiden
so
Hutchinson.
fast.
Yeah, they're taking
Balance
Hutchinson.
is a 3 out of 10. Where he wins is his bull rush. His bull rush is very good. Where he can improve is he needs a bit more pass rush moves, but he's very athletic and he can project well at the next level. And I wouldn't doubt they're happy with their draft pick.
Boy, get the words out.
Yeah, I can. I got to spit them out.
Bro, I forgot about that. It was 3-13 with 1 tie.
He was in a car accident running into 2 parked cars in Athens, somehow emerged unscathed, no injuries, no citations. But
He had shades of Rashawn Gary. He's swapping the jersey. Why are you putting the Mooney on? We're not even up. I should have. I needed to buy a Swift jersey.
Bears aren't even.
Ooh, that's a nice solid whack.
Bears aren't even drafting today, but you gotta support Mooney. You gotta support the draft picks, dude.
Yes, poor Mooney.
They get Mooney last year, right? Or year before that?
I think you're before.
The Michigan Wolverine from
Oh, I like how you put it in the chat.
Yeah.
You could just put like the number. You don't have to say just number and then player.
Yep.
Oh, there's Detroit fans too. Wow. Jeez. They flew all the way out there just to watch their team lose again?
Should go,
I saw some Bears fans there. Some Bear Don.
Yeah, they're not even drafting today. You
Pick
gotta
is
support the team
in,
now.
and Roger Goodell is walking up to the podium right now. As you can see, there's a shade of booze entering the atmosphere at Las Vegas.
Let's listen.
Wouldn't be surprised if
Aiden Hutchinson.
pronounces the wrong name. But that's right.
Second pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Aidan Hutchinson.
Perfect.
Aiden Hutchinson, right as I said,
Exactly
I
what
did
we
predict
wanted.
this. It was going to be Trayvon Walker, and it was going to be Aiden Hutchinson. Right now, my mock draft is 100% right now. Edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson is off the board. He doesn't have to go very far as he played in Michigan. He's played in Michigan all of his life. What are your thoughts on Aiden Hutchinson, Andrew?
Like we were saying before, it's an absolutely perfect draft for them. He grew up in Detroit. He played college ball in Detroit. Now he's playing professional football in Detroit. Great steal for the Lions.
He stands at 6'7", 260. He's a senior. He's 21 years of age. He had a PFF overall grade this year of 94.5. He had 14 sacks, 9 hits, 51 hurries, and 3 bat downs on 794 defensive snaps. Obviously was the class of the Big Ten in defensive-wise this year. His pass rush grade is great. His run is grade is great. He's a very good all-around player. And where he wins is he's very vicious on the field. He will go after you, and he will not be afraid to beat you up to get to the guy. Where he can improve on is his edge. He doesn't really have that as much of a speed rush move at the next level, but he can improve on that. He's got very good explosive strengths throughout his frame, and he's got stupid good agility.
If you look at his
for
highlights,
size.
he's insane.
He's got very good balance, very good strength, very good explosiveness. His hand usage is very good. He can get a little bit better on the bend, but he's not too bad. He's going to project very well. He doesn't have as high as a ceiling as some other guys, but he is already going to be a great thing for the Lions. They needed a pass rusher. They need someone to chase after, like Justin Fields. In that division, you got Aaron Rodgers, so I think it's a great pick.
And like Colin said, you mentioned that he's the Heisman Trophy winner too.
Heisman Trophy winner.
Hey, you're right.
Very well deserved as a Heisman Trophy winner too.
Did he win the?
And Detroit needs it. Detroit needs that, or was it? Oh no, I don't. Was it? He was a Heisman Trophy finalist. The winner was Bryce Young. It was Bryce Young.
Yeah, no,
he was a
did not win.
finalist.
I knew he was a finalist.
And then what's also good is Detroit needs that defensive stud. They don't really have that guy like that. Every team is that staple guy in defense. They don't really have that. Now they got it.
Dan Campbell is very happy now in Detroit. He can sleep in peace. As now the Houston Texans are on the clock.
This is where it gets interesting.
Where do the Houston Texans go?
They got to go a tackle, I think.
I think if they have any trust in Davis Mills, which I do think they do, they'll go Evan Neal, the tackle out of Alabama. They really love their tackles out of Alabama, and Evan Neal is a great tackle.
Yeah.
And taking him at that number 3 position is all right. They've been rumored to try to trade back, but I don't think there's going to be any buyers now that Aiden Hutchinson is already drafted. Maybe Thibodeau, but
from all my journaling the past 5 years, and we put it on both sides of the jacket. Stuff like I'm going to be a first-team All-American, I'm going to be a Heisman finalist, and a lot of that stuff came
He's
true.
finalist.
So it's my beliefs about
he's a
myself.
Heisman finalist, and he is now a Detroit Lion.
Years over that. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. That's a, if you will, former Silver Dome lining right in there in that jacket for.
All right, pick is in for the Texans.
Hutchinson, who is a Michigan
I say Evan Neal, but Charles Cross wouldn't be a surprise to me either.
Evan Neal is what my draft says, and just, I really don't have much insight. I just do a lot of research on it, and I'm already 100%. I'm just
Colin,
an NFL insider, but if I get the top 3
Colin,
correct,
read the chat. Your number 1 fan has arrived.
As my number 1 fan arrived, I did not look at the chat yet.
And then moments ago, a dream realized him.
Number 1 fan has arrived. I thought my number 1 fan already did arrive in
Ooh.
Craig.
Dang, bro.
You guys may have to fight in the comments
Colin,
section to see,
Colin, why don't you?
who
Why
it
don't you?
is.
Oh yeah, they got this. They got another first-round pick for Deshaun, by the way. Why don't you try your Skittles? Why don't you do a live ASP Skittles taste test?
I hate Skittles in general.
Just walk us through it.
Walk us through the taste. I was
Probably
going
just
to
be
do
free.
it when the stream got dull, but it's alright. I am not being able to be on our stream now.
Now in Las Vegas, what do you think the Texans are going to do here, Daniel?
Well, there's been talk about offensive linemen.
It's interesting.
I just saw.
Oh, I'm not a Skittles fan, so this is.
It was either that or a Starburst. first one.
It's fine, but not a fan of much C4s, but it's alright.
I'll pump you up.
Who arrived at the podcast first? That is a good point.
Wait, what?
Who
Right, my real number one fan. They gotta find out. Oh, they're calling each other by names. This is,
no.
woo. Somebody's.
I don't know. I gotta defend Sirag here. Sirag was here first.
Yeah, he was here first. Gupta's my dog, bro.
Gupta's his dog. Hey, that's another Colin too. So
I heart Gupta.
We heart Gupta.
We love Gupta.
We love you too, Joe Sussy.
Is in and Roger
Texans.
Goodell is walking too. This is a big deal here. Are they gonna go? They can really go any direction.
Yeah.
Let's see who they pick now.
The third pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Derek Stingley Jr.
Oh, Stingley, third
Stingley
overall.
Jr., the cornerback
Wow.
out of LSU. They do need secondary help. Stingley does fit that.
Wow.
He has elite explosiveness. He was supposed to drop just a bit, but Stanley taken off the board. I'd like to say that is the first draft shock, but on PFF they have him ranked at the number 2 cornerback. At the number 2 talent in this draft. He's 6 foot, 190. He's
I'm gonna
20
say
years of age. His stats, he had a very good freshman year, but his 2 years after that weren't as good. He
I'm gonna
did
say-
have 0 INTs in his junior year.
I'm gonna say he's now teammates with one of my Eastern Illinois boys, Gruger Hill, Camu Gregor Hill, or however you say it. So I'm gonna go put on my other jersey.
So when looking at Derek Stanley, you see a very good. He's got first class speed and he's not afraid to get beaten by the deep ball. He's very good in man coverage. He has very good feet for a cornerback. He is basically how I can say he's a wide receiver playing a cornerback position. He is very good. He's got very good change of direction. His frame is very good. He can improve a little bit on his physicality and awareness, but he's still very good. And he's got
Not
blazing speed. Blazing speed.
Not afraid to take contact, not afraid to create separation, not afraid to press a wide receiver no matter who it is.
Great athleticism from him. He's a very good island guy. You could stick him out on the side and you can say he's your shutdown guy, and hopefully he is for the Houston, because their defense really stunk last year and they needed somebody to help fill that position.
Yeah.
Keep repping it, bro.
He's got shades of Dominic Rogers Cromartie as the Jets are now on the clock. 5 minutes on the clock.
This leaves it interesting now. Where do they go?
Yeah, where do Jets go from
They have them on our mock draft. We have them drafting Thibodeau. Does Thibodeau go 4 or do they?
Thibodeau does go.
I think he goes 4.
I think Thibodeau goes.
Big Oregon guy. I think he goes 4.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Interesting that the Texans did not take one of the 3 big tackles, and the 3 big tackles are still on the board. What does that mean for the Texans? What does that mean to their commitment to maybe Davis Mills? I know this draft is very deep, but are you very concerned if you are Davis Mills right now?
No, the Texans have the 13th pick from Cleveland, so they'll obviously pick a tackle there, pick someone there.
They'll pick someone there. I don't know necessarily if it will be a tackle. They can really revolutionize their secondary if they draft Stanley. Then maybe, did you put it in the chat that they draft Stanley or no?
Yep.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, that's a really big surprise because I did not expect him to go that high. When me and Colin did our mock draft in our last episode ASP, we had him dropping to 11 to Washington. So
On my big board, he's ranked 11, and I had him dropping to, in my mock draft, I had Stanley dropping to 11 at Washington, which is what most mock drafts did have. But maybe they really like Stanley, they really like him, and you go for it. And if he's great at the next level, he's great at the next level. If he's not, then you'll hear it for the rest of your life.
his draft stock has been rising recently too, so very interesting.
Walter Payton.
Colin, do you like those little piece things? You like those?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was like our summer snack. We'd always get those.
We got this every time.
But
Oh, question. Who's your favorite person in this draft?
my favorite person in
Let's
this
all go
draft,
over our favorite people.
Okay, I'll go first. Got to be Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame. Very good hybrid type safety. I really love him. He's the best safety in this draft, hands down. I think he's sliding because of his 40 time, but yes, look past his 40 time because you don't really need to look at that. He's got the quick enough to speed to hang with the wide receivers, and he's got very good ball skills, and that's why I think he's going to be one of the best players from this draft. What is yours, Colin?
I got two actually. One, Trayvon, obviously, big Oregon guy. Really just great overall player. Number two, I got Drake London. He's all out, great receiver, great work ethic, great drive for anything he has to go for. Good strides, good speed, good physicality.
My top two, I would say I'm going to get this guy's jersey eventually, Aiden Hutchinson.
I always get cramps too. I got a cramp mid-podcast last night, and we posted it, and we got a million. We always got like a lot of views.
No, their pick is in.
Pick is in.
And then I'm going to go over my players real quick. Aiden Hutchinson, I'm going to get his jersey eventually. I really like the Detroit jersey. Aiden Hutchinson's a great guy once I see his number. And then I also like Chris Olave with that Justin Fields connection. Just walk it off. I like Chris Olave as well. Olave and Hutchinson. All right. They lost Jameson Crowder.
The pick is in for the Jets, and they're celebrating right now, even though their pick has not been actually formalized.
And then the Jets pick again in 6 rounds.
6 picks, you mean?
Yeah. Pick
Not
rounds. What's really going to get interesting is when we get to pick 6, what's Carolina going to do?
We don't know yet. We're at pick 4 right now. Let's see how that lands. I think it's going to be Thibodeau out of Oregon. I almost just got a cramp there, Colin. That was scary. But I really like him going there. I think it's a great fit. I think it's naturally they think they're getting one of the best edge rushers, and they do need some help with the edge rushers. As you're stealing my pretzels.
Yes. And then, final prediction. We think Kayvon Thibodeau does go to the Jets.
That's where I have him going in my mock draft, and on my big board, he is ranked. Where is he ranked? Thibodeau's ranked 4 on my big board, so he's going exactly.
But we've also seen his locker room presence and his draft stock has been plummeting lately. But I don't think that matters because of how great of a player he is.
He's pretty good. I just don't. There are some worries that stick out when you're talking about Thibodeau. I think he didn't nail the draft process well. I think he's only a one-trick pony when it comes to pass rush, but he's very athletic. He just needs to learn a bit more. Maybe he is, maybe he can. That's why I think he'd slide to 4.
This is the Jets. You never know. They have every offensive player on the draft.
Here comes Goodell.
Available for them to select. Let's see what the Jets do with their first of 2 top 10 picks.
With the 4th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner
This
going
is another one
4.
They really like. They really
Wow.
like Gardner. He's very good. 2 cornerbacks are already off the board now, Andrew. He is a very good option. I had Thibodeau pulled up. Now, that maybe asks the question, do NFL teams really like Thibodeau? Are they just bluffing?
Where'd you have Sauce Gardner going in your mock draft?
In my mock draft, I had them going to the, let's see.
And it starts right here with this scroll.
That is kind of a surprising pick. I had him going.
We know what you saw in Miami with Tyreek Hill. This is a move to
You don't have him on here? I really expected him to go later in the draft.
Jeez. I had him going 7 to the New York Giants.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, he's a great player. We all saw his stats. He led up like a total of 60 yards, I think, his last season of college ball, which is amazing. I did not expect that. I really expected them to pick a tackle. Like, hey, we're going to pick a tackle later on. Oh, actually, no. We had them picking an edge rusher. My bad.
I think they'd go wide receiver with the next one of their first-round draft picks, but this is a very good pick. A very good quarterback. Jeez, I'm so addicted to these pretzels. Wide open. I hate this. But
Don't they get another first round pick?
they do.
Yeah,
They
10.
might go wide receiver. On PFF, the big board ranks, he has a number 4. He is a 6'3 cornerback, 190-pound junior, 21 years of age. Gardner never allowed a touchdown in his career despite starting as a true freshman. Oh, baby.
You gotta bring that in now.
Yeah, baby. They did.
Connor and Buzz. Connor and Buzz, if you guys are watching this, you know what that is. Shrug? Maybe not, but.
Yeah, I did.
And he put that in my car while I was at work.
He had 3 INTs last season. He played very good when he was pressured. The big knock on him was he didn't play against very good teams, but he did play very well against Alabama in their bowl game. Very good, all-around good guy. He's a man guy. You can stick him out on guys, and he'll be very good. Very good in a press man. He's an island guy. You can put him out on the side, and he's the lockdown corner. Got very good change. He's got all right change of direction. His frame's very good. His physicality is very good. His awareness is pretty good. His speed can go up a bit, but he is a very good cornerback for the Jets, and I'm very excited that he is a Jet now.
Yeah, and that leaves the question, where does New York go? Because now they have the top overall tackle, which I think they're going to pick Evan Neal at this point. It's obviously because the Texans picked a safety. Well, they're going for. We had them predicted to pick a tackle. The only other thing I could see is Thibodeau, but they don't really need the defensive help.
Now at 5 right now, I say who's going to get drafted? I think it's going to be Thibodeau. Thibodeau's going to be a New York Giant now.
He's going to be the new.
It fell, and I don't think
He's going to be the new Strahan.
This one's new.
I mean, the Jets fans know, man. They know about the sauce, man. You can't have too much sauce. You know, so I added a new addition, man, because I already knew that's what I was going to do.
Oh my God.
So what's the extra addition?
Extra sauce. You know, this right here.
Extra sauce.
Extra sauce after saying he can't have too much sauce. And then he gets an iced out chain to add extra sauce.
You get a cramp as well?
Dude,
Oh, it's
that
like.
cramp was deadly.
I know, Colin had one the other time. We literally had to get in the podcast.
No, I felt it coming. Like, you know how you can feel cramps coming?
Yeah.
So I started straightening my leg out, like, hey, Colin, and then I walked away. And I started drinking water over there. And I almost went to the ground because it was like pulsing and I cramped. And then I thought it was fine. So I come back to sit down, that's when I grabbed my water bottle. It just came back.
My God. All right, so recap of the picks right now. We had Trayvon Walker first overall, Hutchinson to Detroit second overall. We had Stanley to the Texans third overall, and then we had Sauce Gardner to the Jets fourth overall. The Giants pick is in.
Two cornerbacks taken within each other back to back. These are truly the 2 best corners in the draft. We've been saying they are very good. They deserve to go in this one, but now who falls? Who is going to get Thibodeau and all these 3 tackles that we've been talking about? Oh, yeah, they're still on the board. I think Carolina, now that those tackles are on the board, I think they're going to go with the tackle. But let's see what the Giants pick, and their pick is in. Goodell has not waddled his way before, though.
The Giants need to start stepping up. They haven't been in playoffs in 5 straight seasons.
Yeah. They still have Saquon, which to keep that in mind. I think they need some protection for Daniel Jones. They did not pick up the 5th-year option for him, so they're going to have to pick that quarterback eventually, which they traded back, I believe, to next year, but they'll have first-round picks regardless. I believe. Oh yeah, this pick is their own pick, and then they have pick 7. It goes.
What are with these draft rooms? I mean, mid. Look at how mid. Look at how mid their draft room is.
It goes from. Right now it's going from Giants to Carolina, and then it goes back to the Giants via Chicago, because last year they traded up for Fields. So I want to see who they pick, because they have 2 picks pretty much back to back. But keep this in mind: at pick 29 and pick 30, the Chiefs have back to back picks as well.
These Giants fans are ridiculous.
Why you look like that?
Hey, don't
Here comes Goodell.
The New York Giants are just on.
Oh, who's that guy?
Jersey, though. Who is that guy? I don't want to. No, I know who this is. This is
I'm joined by Sam Prince, a lifelong Giants.
Yep, he's a lifelong Giants fan that has a heart transplant that he got in. So he's lucky to be alive, and he's announcing the 5th overall pick in the first round. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Dream come true. I would love to have a.
He's getting hyped.
He loves his Giants, and it's great to see some passionate fans, and he is the pick. He is hype.
I would be too, bro.
Why do you wear a jersey?
All right, this is cool and all, but like, let's get the pick. Like, come
Tired
on.
of waiting.
Oh, new guy, your boy Matt _33.
You got a new guy,
That's another one of them.
your boy Matt.
What is the emoji, bro?
Thank you, Mr. Goodell. With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants
Select.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
I told you Thibodeau was coming off the
Thibodeau.
board now. This is. It fell to him, and he gets picked.
He's dripped.
He's
Sauce,
getting
baby.
drippy. He's getting drippy.
There's not enough water coming to New York with sauce.
The New York.
Kayvon Thibodeau gets off the board. We thought he was going to the New York Jets. Obviously, they like Gardner a lot better, but Thibodeau is now.
Now think of this. This is a very deep. We said this is a very deep draft, and now that a bunch of these guys, 2 of these tackles that we said we're gonna get picked higher
All 3
up,
of them are up.
they're still on the board. So I think Giants are gonna pick it with their next pick in 2 picks.
Or maybe they pick quarterback. They've been rumored to have. They love Kenny Pickett. Maybe he goes off the board. Thibodeau is 6'3", 254-pound sophomore. Well, now he was a junior, but he's 21 years of age, and he had 9 sacks last season, 11 hits. 27 hurries on 560 defensive snaps. He's got a very good pass grade. He can get a little bit better on his rush defense, but that is Thibodeau. And where he wins is his unreal first step. It's faster than any dude that he played against. His frame is very good and ideal of what you want in the NFL. His flexibility around the edge is very good, but his pass rush is lacking a bit. He needs a bit more moves, like we were watching. He's kind of timid with his hands, and he doesn't have as much as a good pass rush. But he can maybe get it. He's got shades of a raw Myles Garrett, and he is getting hyped with the one Make-A-Wish kid on there.
Thibodeau and sauce have a long way up. Let me just tell you this. I'm not telling you.
Why?
Gotta get that Bears first-round draft pick last year.
No, the Bears are at 7. That's what they would be if they. But he's got very good explosiveness and bends. His hand usage
Long arm
can get
movement.
better. He's got good balance, good strength, not great, but good. His explosiveness is very good. His hand usage could get a little bit better, and his bend is all around great. Like we said, it's the shades of kind of a raw Myles Garrett. But I think he could be a good prospect at the next level. I just think he needs time. I don't think he's a top 5 pick, but he's very good. Maybe he'll prove me wrong and say, hey, this is I should have been taking number 1. And
He's been in the top 5 discussions.
It's just he leans too much on his athleticism, and in the NFL, that really where everyone is athletic as you are, you're not going to really get that one-on-one opportunity.
He's been in the top 5 pick for a while, for a reason.
Craig, nice emoji.
Meanwhile, the Panthers have less than 3.5 minutes to go for their
Craig.
pick at 6.
That's Chirag. Oh my God. Chirag, can you believe he just called you Craig?
No,
I think you need to cancel him.
Canceled Colin, bro.
No. He changed it.
Oh,
It used to be Greg.
Oregon Ducks selected top 10. Kayvon Thibodeau, Henini Swell or whatever. DeForest Buckner, Marcus Mariota, and Justin Herbert. Those are all in consecutive years besides 2020, 2021, 2022.
I dropped my hydro flask. Carolina
put that
is
in
now
All right,
on-
now Carolina's taking a bit for their pick. Are they going to pick a quarterback here, or what are they going for?
Hand me those chips. Hand me those chips, boy. Yeah.
What do you expect?
What do you expect? Yeah,
Dude,
he's
he is hype.
dripped.
Headed to the Big Apple. You said you knew.
I knew. I manifested. We had great talks. And he FaceTimed me right before I got on the plane. And he was excited to talk to me, and I knew it was time.
Tell us about celebrating right out here with Roger and that young man that was so special.
It was just a blessing, man. I can't even believe to be a part of this. I watched it for so many years, and just to be a part of a family.
Who do you think Carolina's going with the 6th pick?
I think they're going to upset us all and pick Kenny Pickett, but
I have him picking Kenny Pickett, but They could go with the tackle. That would be the smart.
They gotta go with Evan Neal. He's dropped so far. He was at 3. We predicted. Now it's the 7th pick or 6th pick. So, oh my gosh, that guy's crazy.
Evan Neal maybe, or you take someone like a Charles Cross or Ike Akano. Their pick is in. As I go to commercial.
Days are back. Come in April 28th to May 4th for some of our best offers.
All right. Any commercial break discussions?
Where do we see the first trade happen? I know I said it was going to be after.
Oh, their pick is in. You said, yeah, I could
think
see it.
around pick 12. Pick 12.
Texans do have the
So you're
13th pick.
guessing the Vikings are going to trade with the 12th?
Texans have the 13th pick. Possibly the Texans giving up one of their picks for later rounds, but
I could see that.
when do you think the first receiver is drafted? Like with these tackles dropping, do you think any receivers?
Jameson Williams will be drafted. Will be the first one drafted off the board at pick 8 with the Falcons.
Colin's bunches, bro.
What?
Bunches.
Dude, I'm so hungry, dude. I didn't eat
Post-game hunger?
Oh yeah. I didn't eat anything all day, bro.
Post-game hunger.
Alright.
No, I'm hogging these shit.
Like we said in past podcasts, this draft is really interesting because there's not many good quarterbacks. Like Kenny Pickett's got Mr. Small Hand, so either, or I could also see Carolina getting Malik Willis too. We like them, but we had
Your
Malik
boy
Willis.
Matt in the chat. Shout out Matt.
We had Malik Willis going to the Steelers, but oh yeah, they got Johnny Hecker. The Carolina got Johnny Hecker.
Ain't nobody stopping me. I'm munching.
Finish it with your C4.
You gotta down your C4. Run, Rich!
Rich!
Don't like it?
Run, Rich, run!
Come on, Panthers. Make it in. Let's get that Goodell running a 40 up there.
NFL Network. Then tune in to the 2022 NFL Draft on NFL Network to see Rich run.
I'll see Rich run.
This is Bandit.
Oh, hi, Bandit.
Founded underdog
I want to
Oh,
see
look at
Bandit.
the little doggy.
who really love sports.
No shot.
Play with their friends and win some big prizes. Tell your humans to go to UnderdogFantasy.com today.
Underdog fans. Downloading right now.
We gotta set up our fantasy league column. We never did
I
that.
did.
You did?
I invited you.
Did you? I didn't see it.
It's weatherproof.
It's in your email.
waterproof.
Probably. I gotta do it. Did you get Bill in it?
Oh, I didn't invite him.
Toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Was it Yahoo?
Xfinity Mobile runs on America's
I'll look at that later.
but for up to half the price of Verizon. So
Kenny Pickett might go off the board here, but I really like a tackle for them.
fewer groceries.
You could pick someone like a Jameson Williams, but who do you got to throw to him? You got like Sam Darnold.
This phone is more expensive.
I think they. I don't know if they go Sam Darnold. I think if I was Carolina, I'd trade down. They already put their pick in, so they're not going to do that. I think they wait till next year, get a guy like Bryce Young, or I don't know who the quarterbacks are in Michigan or Georgia, but any of those guys who are way better than Kenny Pickett and pick him. But all right.
Pick is in.
First 5 picks: Trayvon Walker, Aidan Hutchinson, Derek Singletary, Ahmad Gardner, and Kayvon Thibodeau.
What a king.
It's the Panthers' only selection between now
Who do you think was the biggest surprise so far?
unless they
I think it was Sauce Gardner for me, really.
Yeah, I was literally just going to say Sauce.
with a highly anticipated
All right, here comes
We all
Carolina.
had different choices for that, too.
every offensive player is available to him.
All right.
Kenny Pickett.
Charles Cross.
In the
Kenny Pickett.
2022 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Ikem Ekwonu.
Ooh, icky.
Out of NC State. One of the
Icky.
best tackles out of this draft. One of the big 3. Could have never gone wrong with that pick. That is a great pick right there.
Icky over.
Big boy, win 6'4", 310.
6'4",
His 40-yard
310,
dash was a
493.
4.93.
Icky over Evan Neal. Icky over Evan Neal.
Evan Neal was said to drop just because he's not as he'll be decent, but these guys have a higher ceiling than some of the other ones. Icky is a very, very good prospect. He's actually ranked 5 on the PFF ranking board above Evan Neal. He's 6'4", 310. 21 years of age. He had 800.
Stinky Bunsen put me in the draft.
Well, he played 12 games this year. He had 819 snaps.
Oh, we have 6 viewers on the stream.
500
And
of
Walter
them.
Payton is face down into the...
Walter just died for the
Poor
second
Walter.
time.
All right, are we done with these bowls? I'll get them out of the way.
Yeah, bro, I'm so done with them. I had the munchies, but when you look at it, his pass
If you
snaps, he
want-
had 500 pass snaps. He only allowed 3 sacks and 500 pass snaps. He's a very good run blocker, can get better in the pass, but he's a very good tackle, big boy, and he projects well at the next level. Yeah, I had a little munchies. Where he wins is his power. He's got very good power. He bullies all the kids that were in college football. He's got long arms, and he can pack a punch. He's got an incredible power in his lower half, and his legs are like tree trunks. Yeah, that is my prom ticket. I still need that because I got prom tomorrow, but yeah. His pass sets are a bit inconsistent and could get just a tad better, but now seeing him run and block someone in a screen is amazing right now. He just like smacked him and he was gone. He likes to pancake him.
Oh, God.
He's got very good strength, explosiveness, and he's got a very good frame and flexibility. He could get better with a little bit of balance, but he's a very good tackle at the next level. Some say he was the #1 tackle in this draft. Well, that was a good pick by the Carolina Panthers. They avoided being a stupid and drafting a quarterback.
As Icky was putting on the Carolina Panthers hat and looking in the mirror back there, he just kept saying, wow. You're staying home. Can you believe
More
it?
munchies.
You should see what I was
Ooh.
saying.
What is he saying? What?
Throw it back up for me.
Go on ahead, the little munchies. Silly
I'm gonna
boy,
eat this
bad.
popcorn for you.
Come on, get that finger out your mouth.
Hey, yo.
Panthers as of late. So tell the fans.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
I'm from the area, man. I love Charlotte so much. So I'm just gonna do everything I can to get myself involved with the community and just be the best person I can be on off the field. Oh, you did? I just love the Trevor so much. I'm so grateful for this.
It's lagging. The stream is so far behind.
If you guys want to roast Colin, he left his prom ticket out at my house.
Hey, I still have a prom.
Who are you taking?
Taking one of my friends.
Me?
Yeah, me too.
Dang, he's a...
Right. Let's talk about the NFL draft coverage and on my social.
Friend zone.
Hey, let's just. No, we have agreed mutually to be friends. That's about it. Oh, I just got a cramp.
Oh, you're taking Stinky Buns?
Yeah, I'm taking stinky buns. Yeah, man, I'm picking you up. 5 tomorrow.
Where is your guys' mom at?
I don't even know. I was told I was.
I even know that. Is it?
Is it?
This
Oh.
now brings them back into the picture potentially for Baker Mayfield. Scott Fitter has had some interest in Baker Mayfield for some time. He wants to see if they came away with a quarterback tonight. In the end, of course, they do not. So don't be surprised if they circle back on Baker
Home of the-
Jones.
home of the Gators?
Okay. As a quarterback.
All right, like-
He's talking to me.
Oh yeah, the Giants pick is in.
Giants pick is in. Who do you think they're gonna take with the 7th overall pick?
Bailey Zapp. No, I'm kidding. The quarterback. No, I'm kidding. They're gonna take
The Falcons are on the clock too.
Evan Neal.
Who do they add to Kayvon Thibodeau?
You think so? You
Very
think Spawn's gonna
interesting.
get
Good
taken?
team. I like him taking Charles Cross here. I don't think they take Evan Neal.
Yeah.
I think Evan Neal drops.
He said L draft.
Whoa.
That's a little harsh.
Okay, so
We try our best.
Neal or Charles Cross.
We're not the draft
It'd be
them.
better if you were here, Stinky Buns.
Yeah.
As the Giants, the first team
All right. Giants making the pick.
choosing Colts on the night.
Charles Cross. Come on.
The New York Giants select Evan Neal.
Evan Neal.
Neal, the tackle out of Alabama, still a very good pick for the Giants.
What I love about this is he's played right tackle. And I think
Who
that's
now
what he's
have?
gonna play
Who
for
do the
Giants.
Giants have
When you look
too?
at their pick, Andrew Thomas and how he progressed
The
last year,
Giants-
Charles, how much better he played.
The Giants have Thibodeau, and now they went with an offensive. Evan Neal is a very good prospect. What do you think about Evan Neal? Andrew?
Great guy. We expected them to pick him earlier. Now that he dropped, so it was great for them. We had him going 3 actually to the Texans. Now he went 7. Yeah. Not much to say about him. He's basically a tackle. I know he was, at some point he was projected to go 1, or was that, Icky?
That was Icky. We just expected him to be way faster, or way higher up than he was. I mean, don't get me wrong, round 1, pick 7 still extremely high.
And then, where do you think, moving on from Evan Neal, even though he just got drafted, where do you think the Falcons go, Colin?
I think you go wide receiver. I think you get someone like Jameson Williams. I think he's the best wide receiver in this draft. But now going back to Evan Neal, I'd like to just say a few things about Evan Neal and just like notice his stats. He is 6'8", 337 pounds, 21-year-old behemoth. He is a massive. He is an anchor. He had 0 pressures allowed on 58 pass snaps versus Texas A&M. He had 1 pressure allowed in the entire playoffs. He, in 650 pass snaps, he had 2 sacks against him, 5 hits, and 8 hurries. He's a very good guy, a very good tackle. He's got very good pass and run. Where he wins is his physicality. He's a true behemoth. This guy's a tank, and he's an explosive.
We got some smack talkers in the chat, Colin. That's what we're a sports podcast for. If you don't care, go watch some Ninja or something. I'm kidding. You guys can say. We love you, Stinky Buns. We love you. We love you, Stinky Buns.
I don't.
Yeah, what? I think the Falcons are going to be hype.
It's true. He's a very good all-around tackle. He can improve a little bit in his balance. His balance is very bad for
Falcons
him
have
being a
5
big boy,
minutes to submit their pick.
But he's very good strength, explosivity.
He's got a good vertical for a big guy.
And he can work a little bit on his flexibility, but man, he can jump.
48-inch box jump.
Wow.
Dude, it just looks beautiful in Vegas right now.
Hey, Sticky Buns, how you like this?
I'm a friend in Vegas now.
Nice.
Let's just get the pass rusher in the boat, and then we can get a tackle with the next one.
Who do you think the Falcons take? I said Jameson Williams. Who do you think?
Jameson Williams, and one mock draft I saw, could see an upset quarterback.
Charles Cross, you could
quarterback.
see go here. They could need a tackle.
Could see a quarterback. They did just get Marcus Mariota, but you see a quarterback here?
I don't know. Maybe Malik Willis. I don't really see it.
I think if they go quarterback, it's going to be a watch play.
Colin, I bet your fingers are greasy. That's what Stinky Bun said.
They're not greasy.
And Sharad Gupta said, that you, Ian? Oh, no way Ian's in here.
It's not Ian. My friend Ian.
Yeah, Ian's a G. Not Ian Watson. Not that one.
The pick is in. Dude, I have to chew, but I'm eating the bunch.
70 tackles, not just sacking the quarterback, but this guy plays the run, he plays the pass, he plays with
the pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons, but the guy has not walked up. You know, it's not walked up yet.
I've been recording this whole thing too, so I'll just post it after.
They traded into this spot for Russell Wilson
I just bit my lip.
and Evan Neal, by the way, while we're just still waiting to hear the Falcons pick. Evan Neal is a Giant because the Chicago Bears rang him up last year and said we'd like to trade up for Justin Fields. So that pick turned into Evan Neal, and Kayvon Thibodeau is the other Giants' first-round selection.
The Giants did get basically Evan Neal from Chicago because Chicago gave up their pick last year for Justin Fields.
I could have loved Evan Neal.
In the Pete Carroll era, and then the Jets will choose one more time. So every receiver's available, but you just think it's the kid from Florida.
Does it take forever to announce the pick?
Come on, Goodell.
I mean, they are flying off the board tonight.
They got Calvin Ridley. It's ironic that Falcons are picking in Vegas and Calvin Ridley.
I'm sure Calvin Ridley's still there.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's probably there right now. How much to be on the podcast?
He's betting on which pick it's going to be.
With the 8th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Drake London.
London!
Wide receiver
Drake London
obviously
over
didn't like
Jameson Williams.
But Drake London is a very, very good option. Shades of Mike Evans. Why is it Michael? Mike Evans.
Dang, ESPN, you're quick with your notifications. My gosh.
Drake
He was a
London
Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year.
stands at 6'4", 219 pounds.
And this is very good. This is very good for the Falcons.
He's 6'4".
Because this is good for the Falcons because without Calvin Ridley, they don't have anyone besides Cordeo, who they re-signed for I think another year. So Drake London is a very good guy, and plus they have Mariota, who they could get some years out of.
Yes, very much so.
I should have changed my Julio jersey. What am I doing?
He had 88 receptions last season on 119 targets and 7 TDs. He did go out with an injury later in the year, but he is back and he looks to take revenge in the NFL. His analysis goes as such. Where he wins, he's got a basketball background, so he's a very good wide receiver. He's a man among boys and dominates in his physicality. How much to be in the podcast? A lot of money.
You give me $10 and a
Loses
Snickers.
hips for being a tall wide receiver, but he can still shake.
He's dripped up. He's already in the red. He knew it.
He knew.
They know before they're going.
Yeah.
He's an unparalleled catch radius. Very good. He also has shades of Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall, not bad.
Hey.
Hey, what you mean by that? What you mean by that?
Matt, we could get into some talks.
Give
I
me
like you really like
Snickers
this.
with no vein.
Run past
Pause, bro.
Whoa!
Okay, he lacks speed. I can't focus. Stop doing that in the chat.
Well, you just got yelled at.
He has
Ooh.
3 out of 10 speed. He's got great route running, physicality, ball speed.
I prefer mine with vein. Dog, what?
Chirag,
why?
chill.
Are we going to have to censor the chat?
Nah, it's fine.
For his injury took him out of his 4 final games.
Oh, yeah. He's balling? Oh, dang!
Okay.
Did a 540 dunk during a high school dunk contest?
Dang. That looks nice.
Windmill, too.
It's only up from there. I gotta promise. You gotta wait at Drake. It's only up from here. I promise. You just gotta wait. See, they're somewhat hype.
Oh, we got it right. It was going to be a wide receiver. Just wasn't a wide receiver we wanted.
Then where do we go from here? Who do the Seahawks pick? Quarterback again?
Anything is on the board I would love, and I think they're going to go with the tackles Charles Cross out of Mississippi State.
Yeah. They don't need a receiver. They have Lockett. They have They have Lockett. They have DK. I see them going with a tackle as well, but I wonder where our first quarterback's going to get picked.
Oh, geez. They're talking about Snickers in the chat.
Hey, don't read it. Don't. Oh, he's compared to Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm not looking at the chat anymore.
Yep, chat's out of the Seahawks on the next pick. Ooh, he's good.
I bet you can't put a whole Snickers. Show us Sussy go. Oh, I bet. I bet Tina Bree can fit too.
We are not talking about this.
Damn, bro. Damn. Don't diss Colin like that, bro.
With the Seahawks selection in 2022.
I have no idea who Tina Bree is.
Welcome to the Refresh Subway. Wait, that's
I have no idea who it is.
Want me to go get more popcorn?
No, I will eat too much of it. I gotta watch that.
With better ingredients, better footlong, and better
Maybe 3 with no veins.
Y'all gonna sus. Y'all gonna
Kinda
sus.
whack.
2 and you throw in a quarter pounder, we have a deal.
2 and you throw in a quarter pound and you got a deal concept.
That's just a win-win for Colin. That doesn't seem fair to you guys, honestly.
Yeah, we'll do you guys better for that.
Stop eating popcorn.
You want more popcorn?
No, I don't. I'm good.
Okay. All right, me and Colin are gonna go grab. He's gonna grab water. I'm gonna get more
Oh,
popcorn.
jeez. Can you grab me water? I'll carry the draft coverage. It's all right, boys. I'm still here. What? would have known. No, not now. Not now at all. To recap the draft and to Trayvon Walker was taken, Aiden Hutchinson, then we went Derek Stanley and Mara Garner. We have Thibodeau taken at 5. 6 was Icky, the tackle out of NC State. We have Evan Neal taken after that and Drake London. Now we're back to the 9th and 10th pick. The 9th pick being the Seattle Seahawks, 10th being the Jets. Let's see who is going to be off the board.
Titans fans is up and running. And this is NFL star Derrick Henry accidentally tagging Titans fans instead of his loyal fans.
I have no idea what's going on.
Unexpectedly has her business trending and trending and trending and oh my.
Right now, we're waiting for, and the pick is in. We'll see who they pick.
We'll probably end the stream at 9, which would probably lead us to about pick 18.
Appreciate it, Colin.
That'll lead us to around pick 18, which where the Eagles pick, which is where we want to see Jordan Davis go. He said he looks sexy in the Dolphins jersey.
Bundles Progressive. Your home for savings.
Tell me you don't feel like cooking without telling me you don't feel like cooking. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. The big dinner box only from Pizza.
All right, right now we're waiting for the Seahawks pick. Who do you see the Seahawks picking here? We already went over this, right?
I don't know who they're going to pick right now. I think it's going to be the tackle, Charles Cross.
We'll see the Seahawks pick, and then we'll see the Jets pick again, and then we will see Washington get that pick at number 11.
Patiently having some fun. There's Jameson Williams hanging out, hoping to hear the commissioners call their names sometime soon. Kyle Hamilton,
Ooh, Kyle Hamilton?
prospects available, is still sitting out.
I forgot about him.
I love Kyle Hamilton. He's going to be one of the best guys out of this draft you watch.
Jermaine Johnson.
Waiting to hear his name called. One of those guys could be called right now by the Seattle Seahawks, making their first top 10 selection in the draft since 2010.
Nom nom
One of
nom.
the reasons why they haven't been picking this guy is because of the guy that they figured a way to get this draft pick.
All right, wait. I actually got a debate. I got a debate while we wait for that's the pick. Ready?
What do you think?
Do you guys think water's wet?
Surprise to me. I thought John Schneider was
Hey,
straight out.
it depends.
We don't have time to get in this debate, so it'll take all night.
Just yes or no. Is water wet?
Oh, here's Goodell. All right.
We'll come back to it. Don't worry.
With the 9th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross.
Charles
I
Cross.
told you, Charles Cross, the tackle out of Mississippi State, going to the Seattle Seahawks. This is a great pick. If you're a Seahawks fan, I would be very happy right now. And they are protecting their future quarterback, Drew Lock.
He's not their future quarterback.
They're
For the
trusting
year,
him.
for the year.
Trust in him. Trust in
No,
the lock.
they're drafting a quarterback
Trust
next year.
in the lock.
They're drafting a quarterback next year.
Nope, trust in the lock. We trust in the lock.
All right, now after this pick, we're going to see the Jets get to pick again via Seattle.
Charles Cross, 6'5", 307. He is 21 years of age. He had a very good season as he had 719 pass snaps, and he only allowed 2 sacks in those. He's got a very good run blocking, very good pass. His zone grade is very, very good. He is projected as a tackle at the next level. And where he wins is his length. He's got very good length. He's super light on his feet. And he uses his length really well to put pressure on the defensive lineman to try to rush him. And he's a bit inexperienced with the pro-style run blocking concepts, but he could kind of learn that a little bit as it goes. He needs more consistent depth in his pass sets. They're a little bit inconsistent at times, but that's nitpicking it. This is a very good pick. He's got some pretty decent balance, pretty decent strength. His explosivity is there. His frame, he's got a great frame, and his flexibility could use a little work, but it's all right. What do you think about the pick, Charles Cross out of Mississippi State?
I think great pick for Seattle. They're trying to rebuild that offense with that big Russell Wilson trade. They do got Drew Lock. I think if things turn out with Drew Lock after this year, all right, Chirag.
Chirag,
if things turn out with Drew Lock, they don't have to draft a quarterback next year. But that's where they're looking to go. I mean, next year you could see, because I think they do have a first round from Denver again for Russell Wilson, so they could use that first round pick to draft for a quarterback next year. But yeah, I think that'll be help to get the new quarterback or Drew Lock some extra protection on the line.
And Chirac, you got and Sticky Bones, bro. You guys gotta chill.
Hey, Colin, I wouldn't recommend you read the chat.
I have not read the chat. I'm literally on my phone right now, answering people's questions about how.
All right, the Jets got the next
Jets
pick.
are on the clock.
Anyways, guys, back to my debate.
Back to your debate. Is
Andrew, you think water's what? Just straight
yeah,
up,
I
yes
would
or no?
say yes. I'd say yes.
Colin?
What?
Water wet? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't want to take a. I don't want to take a side.
Just straight up, yes or
I'm
no?
not taking a side.
You think water's what?
What do you think, Chirag?
How does fire not get burned then? They're both matter.
Well, because if water's wet and fire is
Water
dry.
isn't wet till it makes contact with an object.
Yes, that's the right answer.
Yeah. Boom.
I am now
Proved
on
you
the
wrong,
chat again,
Chirac.
so I don't know what's in the chat that you guys see that's bad.
Oh, the real #1 fan is here, Devin Dotson.
The real #1 fan, Devin Dotson. Welcome, Devin Dotson. We're in the group. I think it's just one of you guys just trolling us.
The best available top 200
Ooh, geez,
via
they're fighting.
Daniel Jeremiah's
Uh-oh.
The
number.
pick is in the Jets pick, and we're
Who do we have the Jets picking? Who are the Jets picking?
It feels like forever. But the
Jameson
Jets,
Williams going here. Jameson Williams is going
I
here.
think they have to go wide receiver this big. They have to, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, call each other babies. Chill in the chat.
That's not the
I had
nicest.
to monitor you. We have to have a moderator.
Beautiful little baby. Is dirt dirty or does it just make...
I am not noticing you, Devin Dotson.
Dirt just makes things dirty.
Colin, notice me, please. You literally just noticed you. Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa,
Guys.
okay, bro.
Yeah, come rip it off.
Hey, Colin, can you scoot a little closer?
Why?
I'm not a little sus, but just so you're better in the camera.
Oh, this is a little
That's
sus.
good, that's good,
Move
that's good.
closer.
That's good.
Oh, I got to rip ass.
Bro, step out.
He told me to get closer.
The Jets did add CJ Uzama and Jordan Whitehead in the offseason.
I don't know. What is it going to be? I think it's going to be a wide receiver here.
I think Jameson Williams, that's where he goes.
You guys keep saying that you're #1 fan, yet never. That is right. Chirac showed up first.
Chirac was
all
here.
Of you guys.
Chirag, I think I gotta give it to
check the
Chirag.
video.
And who's always the first one to comment on the videos? Chirag.
Chirac.
All right, the Jets
Chirac
pick.
has been first for everything.
Jets
Jet
pick.
selection, let's go.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson.
Ooh, Garrett Wilson.
Wide receiver out of Ohio.
We had him
State.
going 16.
He's
He's a little guy.
He's a very good wide receiver, though. I just have him because of needs. I had him going.
Oh my gosh, Stinky Buns. Relax.
Bro.
They also added a couple tight ends.
No, okay. Do not pay attention. Hey, one more of that, and we're banning you from chat. Height is 6 foot 183. He is 6 foot.
He's short for a receiver.
Yeah, he's a very small guy.
I've seen shorter wide receivers, but he has had 70 receptions on 102 targets this season, 12 touchdowns. He has a very good receiving grade, and where he wins is his shiftiness. He has very good shiftiness, and he's a mobile weapon. He has insane body control and just going to adjust to just about everything to catch any ball. He's a stop and start, change of direction specialist, but bounces off of the break. He is inherent ball carrier moves, and he's a weapon after the catch. His speed can be a little bit better, But his route running is very good. His ball skills are very good. His elusiveness is very good. His physicality is not as much, so maybe you press him, and that's how you stop him. But I think he's a very good wide receiver. Nevertheless, it's going to be a great weapon for Zach Wilson to deal with in
Devin Dotson said to notice his notice my number one fan.
So what do you guys think of
exactly, Chirag? I gotcha.
So what, Andrew, what do you think of the pick? Garrett Wilson off the board here. Drake London has been
Look at
picked.
that.
Now Garrett Wilson. Where do you think Jameson Williams will drop? I think he's the best wide receiver in this draft. Now, do you see a team picking him?
Now, what's going to be interesting? We got our manager Bill's team on the board, Washington.
Washington, and
they gotta pick him, Jameson Williams.
Kyle Hamilton is on the board right now, and if you're Bill, you are ecstatic. Kyle Hamilton is, in my opinion, one of the best draft prospects in this draft. He's a generational type safety, and I think he would make a great commander.
I gotta see him. I want to see him there. Kyle Hamilton. I'm surprised he's honestly still on the board.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton. I said if he sneaked out of the top 10, it was going to be a travesty. He's going to make everyone pay. What are you listening
to? Oh, trade alert.
A trade.
Oh, trade alert.
The trade. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. What did they? They probably gave up 2 firsts.
Yeah, let's wait till we see the trade details.
Trade in there. That's a good thing. I think Bill would like that. That they didn't.
Yeah, he was telling me he wanted to see him trade down.
Bill here.
I have no clue.
The Saints are now on the clock, and we might get trade details.
He's probably watching the draft himself. Ooh, next 4 picks is the Saints, Vikings, Texans, Ravens. But where does Washington move to then? I want to see where Washington moves.
I'm excited to see this trade.
We'll see the details of the trade in a bit. They have not showed us to it yet. But
well, they're obviously.
The New Orleans Saints are on the clock. Who is this for? Are they trading him to get Malik Willis, or do they like someone like a Kyle Hamilton?
Well, they would not trade up for Malik Willis, I don't think. So I think they're got to go for a Kyle Hamilton because that's the reason why they would trade up.
They must really like Kyle Hamilton. I would be the first one to buy a Kyle Hamilton Saints jersey if this goes off. I would buy.
You could literally buy it right now online before you even know the pick on the team.
Yeah, but I want to know.
Get the order form up, Colin. Like literally just.
It's already up, dude. I already have. It's in the purchase. It's in the bag. It's already in the cart, and it's literally.
What team?
His car's already filled in.
The Saints?
I've had it loaded up for all teams.
I gotta poo. I will return. Don't worry. Okay.
We
love you,
Devin. Tell us how it smells.
What is hey? Hey, Devin. I think you should cancel this guy. Oh, whoa, Chirag. Okay.
They live in the same household, so they can just look. It's fine.
Bro!
They don't need a son.
Chirag, okay. I mean.
So the Saints are now on the clock. You think it's going to be for Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. That's what they would have traded up for.
I mean, I really like Kyle Hamilton. I think he's a great guy, but I do. What did they give up to get him? That's my only question. Did they give up a lot? Did they give up both their first-round picks? We have no idea. We'll see the terms of the trade in a little bit. Ian Rappaport will probably get us an update, but I have not seen the terms of the trade yet. Let's see.
So I said, find a job. Any job. Work hard. That's just how it
New Orleans on the clock. Commanders trade 11th overall pick to the Saints. What's the details on this?
I am trying to find the details as we speak.
What is the details on this trade? I can't find where. Maybe they just switch spots and maybe they give them their second or something. Where did the Saints get a pick from Indy in the first round from?
I'm trying to get the details. I haven't gotten the details yet. Once I see the details, I will.
Okay.
Colin.
I have not seen the
What's the diameter of your pinky toe?
No.
Personally, mine's like 3 cubic feet.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Sure.
Agreed? Relatable?
But, like, the Saints are taking a while to get their pick, so, like... And they also... Get a drink it, man. You didn't drink the whole
I
thing.
can't seem to find the terms of the trade. What?
gotta drink the whole thing.
I have AIDS.
What?
Joking.
You've been around sticky butts a
Is
lot.
it bad or is it?
In Las Vegas. Next big to-do on our list is to let you know about the 2022 schedule. Our schedule release show coming up in May right here on NFL Network. So moments ago, the Saints moved up from 6 to 5 spots.
Doing a set?
That's good. So the Saints received the 11th overall pick. Washington received the 16th overall pick, a 3rd round pick, and a 4th round pick.
So they did get a
They
haul
just
from
swapped
the-
1st round picks, basically.
I think that's a good move from the Washington.
Oh, yo, Matt! Watch what you're saying. It's hard to only watch this. It's hard to watch the stream with only my left hand.
Hey, what you mean by that?
Colin, that Skittles one isn't bad.
Good, bro.
No, I'm not a fan. Cowboy hat on?
Do you want it?
Cowboy hat on?
Colin, do you want it?
I don't really care. Yeah, you can have it.
Well, I think you look at the receivers
can have
around. Drake London won at 8. We
Go
just
for
saw
it.
Garrett Wilson go at 10, and I think when you look at some of these other
Do you want anything else to drink, Colin?
No, I'm good. I got water.
We have like sparkling water, Coke if you want, or
I got water. So the pick is in for the New Orleans Saints, who we assume is going to be Kyle Hamilton, but we may not know. If you're trading up, maybe you're trying to get someone like Malik Willis. You're trying to take him away from another team. Maybe you expected Minnesota to draft Malik Willis, looking for a replacement for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What's the biggest shock do you think that's
He will be
going to
available
come
for them
draft
down
or
at
has
16.
Let's see what the New Orleans Saints pick right here. But I definitely got to say the shock has to be Derek Stingley going at number 3 to the Texans. That is the biggest shock for me because I was expecting Trayvon Walker to go number 1.
NFL joining us here up on the
all right. Here's the pick.
the special announcement
One
appears.
fish, sparkling water. Here we go.
The NFL draft is a time of optimism.
Why is there a Charger fan in the state?
and their fans.
Bolt up,
We've
baby.
got a similar time 2 weeks from tonight when we announce the 2022 schedule on
Come
May
spit
12th.
up, bro.
What is he saying?
Year's
spit
schedule
on
will
sticky
have a
bun.
new twist.
No, I don't.
As our Thursday night game will be carried by a new partner, Amazon Prime Video. Joining me are Chargers and Chiefs season ticket members James Debo.
Oh, wow. If you look at the draft board on PFF, Andrew, it actually has the actual draft picks in there.
Like a live one?
Yeah, and then you could pick from your team.
Wow.
Who will be part of the Prime Video broadcast team. Congratulations, Tony.
No, I'm not.
Bro, you guys actually gotta chill. Like,
I'm this close away from banning him from the
do
chat.
it, bro.
You don't have access to the Twitch account, Colin.
He's gonna stain your phone.
Next to me, he's going to be helping me make this announcement for Prime Video. This will be
Video. Austin Eckler.
the NFL season.
Is that Eckler?
It looks like Eckler.
Los Angeles
I don't think it's Eckler.
running back Austin
Yeah,
Eckler.
that's Eckler.
Why is he announcing the Saints
I guess
pick?
you can tell probably it's no surprise.
Chiefs at Chargers. Oh, they're doing a Thursday night game on Amazon Prime, bruh.
Thursday night against the Chargers. And I'll tell you what, Austin, if you want my opinion about this,
It is Eckler.
whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. At least the way it's always seemed. Talk to the fans, tell me what you think.
Look, it doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better.
Not gonna lie, Austin Eckler has a good voice.
You got 2 high-powered teams battling it out. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be an amazing thing.
He looks so small, bro.
Yeah.
He is a
With the
small running
Chargers
back.
are cheap, I know you got me on their fantasy team, so there's no point in not watching. It's gonna be awesome.
I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to it. This rivalry goes back 62 years. You're not going to see the
Kyle Hamilton, we all assume, is going to be out the board here. But they do need guards, centers, edge rushers, and cornerbacks.
They
You
need
could
anything.
see, the edge rusher out of Purdue, George, off the board here. Maybe I said Kyle Hamilton's going to fall to Houston, and I hope that still is the case. But, wait,
We'll see Minnesota picking after this.
it's going
Yeah,
to be
Minnesota's next
Chris,
pick, right?
Chris Olave.
They were making calls to teams inside the top 10. That's
It's going to be Chris Olave.
Well, let's get the Saints pick first.
With the 11th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Chris
Yep.
Olave.
Olave!
Olave.
Wide receiver.
I know.
Olave.
It had it updated on here, and I was like, what? Oh, it had it there for like a minute or two, and then it said it's actual. I was like, it's Chris Olave, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. We went over his stats before. Very good wide receiver. He is fast. 4.39.
I would get an Olave. I would get an Olave.
Now,
That's actually a great fit of a team for him.
he's very good. Now James Winston's going to have a guy to throw to. Going to have a couple other guys. Maybe if Michael Thomas actually comes back and plays this year, they can have a good 1-2 combo. But now the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, and Kyle Hamilton is still on the board. You think they're going with Kyle Hamilton?
I think so.
I think so, too. I think it's got to be Kyle Hamilton. He is sliding off the draft board, but I think he's going to be the guy going at number 12.
It has become a division where you've got to score a lot of points, or you're just not going to be able to hang in there.
Honestly, shocked Kyle Hamilton hasn't dropped.
He's dropped a bit, but I mean, he's gonna get to a team that actually needs him too. I wouldn't mind him dropping the Texans. I would get a Davis Mills and Kyle Hamilton jersey, like immediately from their team. Are you listening to? What are you listening to?
Just making sure it's not accurate.
Oh,
I was just making sure the stream was good.
Ooh, that was great.
Colin Chirac said you're the most slept on football analyst.
Thank you. I should be working at ESPN, but instead I'm
Hey,
working
yo,
at
Devin
ASP
said
Network.
Chirag add me on Discord before he flushed the toilet.
All of a sudden, he picks up the wet log.
Devin, you gotta chill.
Bro, y'all gotta chill.
I really want to see who the Chargers are gonna pick and when Jordan Davis is gonna go.
Who is Devin? Who is Chirag?
It's Chirag.
Chirag?
He's very good. Chris Olave.
Chirag?
Oh, Detroit is now in.
Trade pick.
First. Ooh, Kyle Hamilton is going off the board at pick 12. I
Who do they?
guarantee it.
There's a trade. Detroit traded.
Detroit is now.
Detroit
back in
traded.
the first round.
Detroit traded with a divisional rival with the Vikings.
Wow. And they must have given him a really good deal then, and the Vikings really didn't like somebody. But now Detroit is back on the board right now. And who do you think it's going to be? Detroit, they had a 32nd pick, so you imagine that 32nd pick is going to be in this trade. Who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be for wide receiver Jameson Williams, who is still on the board, or edge rusher? Or they did draft another edge rusher, so they're not going to go with an edge rusher. They can go safety Kyle Hamilton or Jameson Williams. In my opinion, it's
I think you're going to see your guy.
Jameson Williams.
I think you're going to see your guy. I think you're going to see Kyle Hamilton. I think you're going to have to get a Kyle Hamilton
think
Detroit jersey.
Oh.
Slant Boy just tweeted, "Let's run it at Chris Olave."
Can't guard Mike.
No, he's a good wide receiver. He's not only slants, but he's very good.
All right, let's go on Fanatics real quick.
And then giving who did it?
I'm not even on the...
They already have Trayvon Walker jerseys on Fanatics.
Yeah, of course they do.
How much? 130?
Yeah, 130.
I already know the draft pick.
Team of
I already know the draft pick.
Don't say it.
I told you it was going to be him.
Yeah.
I told you they were not going to, and the pick is in right now. Are we not live?
What?
We're not live?
We're live.
Because the pick's already in, and I got the pick.
If you want to say it, you could say it.
The pick is in, and Detroit is drafting wide receiver Jameson Williams out of Alabama. What are your thoughts about Jameson Williams, Andrew?
I think great pick for them. I'm surprised he dropped that much.
He's the best wide receiver, in my opinion, in this draft. He's 6'1", 179. He's 21 years of age. He had 70.
Oh, here's the full trade details. Detroit received 12th overall pick, 2nd round pick, and then Minnesota received a 32nd overall pick, a 2nd round pick, and a 3rd round pick.
I think that's a good haul for them.
Yeah.
But Jameson Williams is going to Detroit, and he had 78 receptions last season on 115 targets. He had 15 touchdowns. He got hurt in the last part of the season, but if he didn't get hurt, he was obviously going to be the #1 draft pick in this draft. He's got shades of a taller Deshaun Jackson, excellent speed, great route running. His physicality can be a little bit better. His ball skills are very good. His elusiveness could be a little bit better. He's got elite angle changing, and he's got uncatchable top speed. And you don't see it usually at his night.
Here's the official line selection.
His shiftiness in the line, and he's a different type of speedster. Cons, he tore his ACL in the championship game.
With the 12th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jameson Williams. Whoa, wide receiver.
Jameson Williams off the board. That means the Texans have a shot to get a generational type safety, and I'm all for it. Load up their defense. Their defense is crap. Let's make it happen, the Texans. This could be a great pick.
Now Jameson Williams, he's a good 1-2 with Amon-Ra St. Brown next to him on their offense. They showed some signs of that. And they do have Jared Goff, which I don't know if he's the greatest, but we'll see what he could do with them this year. Now, do you see Kyle Hamilton go off the board to the Texans?
I think so.
Trade alert. The trade has been made. The trade was already made. It's not. Oh yeah, it just was made. Next up, Philadelphia is on the board. Philadelphia
they traded up.
Who are they getting?
They're getting Hamilton.
Who is Philadelphia getting?
You're gonna have to get Connor's franchise jersey, Colin.
No, I'm not getting it then.
You're gonna have to.
I'm not getting it.
Because Connor owns you. Connor owns you so much that he's making you get his jersey.
Oh, they're getting high.
So like, it has to be for. They traded up. We'll see the details of the trade because Houston had that pick. They said they wanted to trade back. Let's see what they do with.
They probably gave him one of their other picks. Probably gave him like the 18th pick. I really want to see where Jordan Davis goes. Like, I want to see that big man.
Maybe they're trading up to get Jordan Davis. That is a good option. Jordan Davis is still on the board.
He's the big, fast guy, dude.
And maybe they're trying to trade up to get him. Maybe they're afraid that some of these other guys, or maybe they're trying to get the other interior defensive lineman, Watt, in this one. Their big needs is linebacker and defensive back. Maybe they go for, we haven't mentioned this, but Trent McDuffie is still on the board. He is a very good cornerback. I can't believe we did not notice that, but he is a very good cornerback on the board. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him go, and you see maybe someone like a Kyle Hamilton drop, and guess who's right there? Is the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens could get a generational type safety in Kyle Hamilton. He's dropping off the board for no particular reason. He is one of the best safeties in this draft. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody trades up to get him. Maybe Philadelphia traded up to get him, but we have no idea.
Yep. Now we're gonna have to wait a bit to see this pick, but we will see the Texans picking. Oh, I know. They traded with Philadelphia. My bad.
I can hook you up with the sticker. I got you with the sticker.
We got a good chunk of them left, so we'll get you one.
I thought that was food. I was like... Jameson Williams.
He doesn't look happy.
No, you guys just got drafted by the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, here's the trade.
I'd be, bro. Made it to the league.
No, you got drafted by Detroit, though. It's like a plus and minus. Imagine
he said he's not going to speak on how he's a Lion.
Wait, what?
He's not happy.
What is it?
Wow.
She's like, you're a Lion. How do you feel? He's like, I'm not going to speak on that, but... So
wow, he did not speak on being a Detroit Lion. What do you think that means? How do you feel if you're Detroit? You just drafted this dude, and he said, "Oh yeah, I don't really want to speak about the team."
He's being selfish. He's being selfish, man. You're in the league. You're in the league.
Made it to the league. That's your dream since you were a kid.
He just didn't want to go to Detroit. Maybe he has a good reason for it. Who knows? He could.
Well, Detroit's building. Detroit is building. Detroit's building something over there. He's with Hutchinson now.
Panthers. The pick is in for the... I have the pick right here. If you want to...
Is it a hot take, or is it what we expected?
No. I have it right here, and I'm going to announce it to you guys and get your reaction.
All right.
So the Philadelphia Eagles did trade up, and they have this pick. With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis, interior defensive lineman from Georgia. What are your thoughts on the pick, Andrew?
Big boy.
You predicted it.
Next to Fletcher Cox, he's still on that team, I believe. But big fast guy. I really wanted to see him go to Chargers, but Jordan Davis making a move in Philly.
Dog.
Big dog, yeah.
That's a big boy, baby.
We'll see him pop up on the screen in a second.
I had Jordan Davis falling to them at 18, but I guess they traded up and they like Jordan Davis enough to say, hey, we're going to get him like that. And when you have a guy like Fletcher Cox getting older, it might be good to pair him up with a guy that's very young and developing. He's a very good, very, very, very fast talent out of Georgia, and his stats goes as this. He's 22 years of age, 6'3", 341 pounds. That is a big boy, and he needs a big
go over his
cheeseburger.
go over his 40 time.
What was his 40 time? You have it on? Oh, do you have his 40 time?
Let me look it up.
His stats goes as followed. He has 3 sacks, 2 hits, and 9 hurries, and over 378.
His 40 time was a 4.78 for his size, which is big. His vertical was 32.
Aaron Donald's 40 time was 4.68.
So he's about the same speed as a defensive rusher.
Where he wins is his power. He's very, very good power. His role is kind of a nose tackle kind of guy. He'll play nose tackle probably in the NFL. He's got very good strength, very good explosiveness. His bend could use a little help. His hand usage and his balance could use just a bit more help. But he's a very good type player. He's a very good interior defensive lineman for a team that needed an interior defensive lineman, which fits the need for them. So,
now we gotta wait for
on the clock.
Now we gotta wait for the.
Just wants to be noticed by you.
I'm not even looking at this.
He just wants to be noticed by his favorite animals.
I'm noticing him.
Now we just gotta.
Now at pick 14, the Baltimore Ravens are
We're
still
so
there.
behind in the TV.
Baltimore. Can you try fast forwarding it up? Is it because of that or?
I think it's just because it's live with commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean PFF is getting it instantaneously. On the clock right now, the Baltimore Ravens. Who do we think they're going to go? We've been saying Kyle Hamilton for the final time. Is Kyle Hamilton actually going to go?
I think you're going to have to get
be your guy like Trent McDuffie.
They need more of a defensive lineman or an edge rusher, so I think they might go. I don't know who they're going to go.
You had the interior defensive lineman out of Georgia. The other one, Devontae Watt, still on the board, 6'3", 300 pounds. Do you think he's good enough to go? He's 24 years of age, which could be considered at a higher for a first-round draft pick. The pick is in for them. We'll see. Maybe he could be drafted by them. He's got a good, quick first step. I like him in that type of defense. But let's see. Do they go with the safety out of Notre Dame, or do they go with somebody like Trent McDuffie? Or do they go with an interior defensive lineman like the guy from Georgia? Who knows? The pick is in, and we are waiting to see it.
All right, now let's watch everyone else's reaction on live TV. Because we already know it. We're too good, so.
Do we already know it?
Yeah, you told us. Jordan Davis. Oh, so this is the full details on the Eagles one. The Eagles received a 13th overall pick. The Texans received a 15th overall from the Eagles. 4th round pick and a 2, whatever that was.
They are hauled for that pick.
Eagles fans are weird.
Dude, they get way into it.
That's the most.
Here we go, Eagles. Here we go.
With the first of 2 Eagles picks. Again,
Now they're going to see their big boy.
Overall. And the Ravens pick is in, so you're going to get some back-to-back picks fast. And the Texans are on the clock. The Washington Commanders will move down from 11. So the Saints could move up to take Chris over.
Yeah, should.
Dude,
I'm quitting the podcast. I'm going to be a professional singer.
Yeah, you should.
Gorman football,
Any requests in the chat of what song I should sing? This could go terribly wrong.
Hey, someone request a song for Colin to sing.
6 high school tackle and flag football captains from teams.
Who's that shoddy on the... What?
Pause.
That Gorman guy's a beast.
They truly exemplify the NFL.
All right, where's the pick?
Integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their team.
We have the 14th pick in if you guys want to know.
Accomplishments and good luck
What?
on the upcoming season.
Oh, I can't hit that note. You know I can't hit that note.
The Houston Texans have traded
I can't hit that
the
note.
13th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 13th
They're
pick
booing.
in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis,
So
big
we have
boy.
heard about Jordan Davis. The 14th pick is in, and I have the results if you all want to know. Now, with the 14th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select safety Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame.
Wow.
He drops all the way down to 14. What are your thoughts on the pick, Andrew?
There's your guy. You gotta get another Ravens jersey.
I gotta get a Raven jersey,
I really
I guess.
didn't think he'd drop that far. I thought he'd be top 5 to 10, honestly, not 14 to 15.
He dropped a bit. He's 6'4", 220 pounds, a junior, 21 years of age. He had an injury at the end of last season, which could scare people into maybe picking him early, and that's why he dropped as much.
Look at Jordan
He
Davis.
got pretty good. He's a very tall safety. Oh, geez, Jordan Davis, that's a big boy.
That's a big dog.
That's a big boy,
That's a
baby.
beast.
Where he wins is his range. He's unbelievable frame for 6'4", 220 pounds for a safety. He's got high-level range to the back end, sideline to sideline. He very good vision, and where he can play anything. He has the physical tool sets that can play at any role besides the defensive line. And with how large his sphere of influence is, his chances that you want him around the line of the scrimmage. Where he can improve is a little bit of his man coverage. But man, he has great change of direction, great frame, great physicality. His awareness is an 8 out of 10, which I think should be a 10 out of 10. It is very good, and speed is a 9 out of 10. And now, the same franchise that drafted someone like Ed Reed, the ball hawk himself, Ed Reed, is now going to have Kyle Hamilton, who could be a future Hall of Famer for them.
Look at Jordan Davis. The hat doesn't even fit him. He's so big.
So we've seen Jordan
Hey!
Davis taken off the board. We see Kyle Hamilton. We'll see him shortly on the TV. He has been drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. Now at 15, the Texans are on the board. Who do you see the Texans taking? They did take.
They're gonna take McDuffie.
I think they're gonna take George.
Dude, he's 341, 6'6".
341.
I think the potential is there.
Are
Pass
you
rush
saying the edge
potential.
rusher out of Purdue, Andrew?
Once the opportunity
Is that
They
what
did go
McDuffie
with
is?
Derek Stinley, so I think they're going to go edge rusher George out of Purdue. He's 6'2", 266 pounds, 21 years of age. Maybe they go him. I see him going with him. He had a very, very good season last year. He had 5
Dude, he's
sacks,
so
14 total
fast.
hits, 35 hurries as they're watching Jordan Davis highlights right now. I think it would be a great pick, and it makes sense for them to go with someone like an edge rusher out of this thing, because I don't know who else is on the board for the offensive side that maybe they can get help on.
He ran it. He was their
Ran the
fullback.
ball as a fullback when he's a lineman.
we talk about a freak.
You have a couple tackles on the board. You have the center, Tyler, on the board, but I think it's got to be the edge rusher out of Purdue.
On a show for us in Indianapolis.
Those are the next gen stats powered by AWS Draft Score.
Jordan Davis is a big guy.
Or it could be the interior defensive lineman of Georgia, or Devin.
Guys, just give props to us because we're such a good podcast. We already know the pick before actual NFL knows the pick, dude. Like, literally.
Well, no.
Yes, literally, they're on NFL Network on the TV. We know the
TV's
pick.
always delayed.
And
All the Georgia kids
Pick is in.
Pick has been in for a while.
we already know what it is. Kyle Hamilton, duh.
Too busy watching highlights.
Too busy watching highlights.
Busy watching live.
Baltimore went with Kyle Hamilton with this pick. He dropped so low, and great to see him go to an organization that probably deserves him, who knows how to take care of good safeties like him.
And it'll also give
succeed.
it'll give Lamar Jackson another weapon. It'll give Lamar Jackson another weapon to go from or to choose from.
He's ready to get to work, man. Just get them man some KFC and go to work.
Colin, do they go? Yeah. Do they go right into the off-season training after the draft?
They go to the facilities. No, they report to rookie. There's a rookie mini camp they report to, but she's not.
Oh yeah, mandatory minicamp. It says June 7th through 9th. That's I really didn't like whoever was picked before that didn't like it going the Lions. Yeah, whoever Lions picked earlier, he wasn't happy to be there. That's not how you want to start off with your team.
Pissed that he got drafted to the NFL as a first round pick.
You're making money regardless.
He's making a bag regardless.
Yeah, but you know.
Chirag's still waiting for you. Yeah, he's still waiting for you to sing.
I guess you're gonna have to wait to the end.
I mean, that's 14 minutes. It's not that long. You can do it.
I say we leave after the Chargers do their pick.
When is that? How many?
17.
About 3
Are
rounds.
we leaving?
Well, yeah, because we're gonna end it at 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dang.
Just gonna lay it. We'll just see who else they pick.
Kyle Hamilton is the best player in this draft.
Kyle Hamilton.
Yep, we already knew that.
All right, Kyle Hamilton has been selected.
We do have the draft pick for the Houston Texans.
All
right, one sec.
Surprising one, as Houston did surprise us in the beginning.
Let this sit.
Who do you think is going to be taken?
You said it's a surprising one, so I'm gonna say
It's definitely gonna be someone more, I think.
it's gonna be a quarterback. I'm just saying that. Even though they just got Davis Mills.
With the 15th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Kenyon Green.
Oh my
guard
gosh!
Out of Texas A&M.
That is a stretch.
He was projected to be a first-round pick, 5-star coming out of high school, 6'4", 323-pound junior, 21 years of age. That is a big boy.
That's a stretch though, because he was
on 404 pass blocks. He had 1 sack allowed, 2 hits, and 7 hurries. He played a very good game. His best games of the year would have to be against like LSU, somewhere like that. Kyle Hamilton.
We had him
on his shoulder too.
On our mock draft. We had him 27th overall.
Yeah, I think he's got great flexibility. His lower half is top notch. He's got extreme versatility. He gets on linebackers so quickly at the second level and catches them off guard. He wins in his explosivity and his versatility at O-line. He can play at any position, which may be why the Texans did draft him. Where he can improve on is his hands usage. The balance is all right.
Yeah.
The strength is all right. His great explosivity. His frame is very good, and his flexibility is very, very good. He is a very good draft pick, as they're showing highlights of Kyle Hamilton, what I think is one of the best players in the draft.
Oh, yeah, I saw this clip. He, predicted that.
Yeah, very.
Sideline to sideline.
Wow. He's very good.
Ooh.
Wow.
Great pick for the Ravens.
So that shows that they're going to protect Davis Mills. The Houston Texans. They drafted an offensive lineman, what they needed to do, an interior guard. This guy's a very, very good draft pick. He was going to be in the first round, so I think it's a very good draft pick for them. It shows that they do care about Davis Mills and protecting him. They feel like he might be the guy. I'm not singing.
He looks really young. Like
Like
Kyler Murray. I want to see who Green Bay picks too, but. And if you guys are watching this right now, we're probably gonna end this stream after pick 17, so that's in 2 picks. After pick 17. Because we got school tomorrow and all that stuff, and we still got to get this up on YouTube. And that's basically when all the interesting people go. Except we'll see when a quarterback goes, but we'll keep you guys updated on Instagram. But where do quarterbacks go?
Wow. Marquise Brown.
Trade details.
Wow. He just got traded.
Marquise Brown.
And a 3rd round pick for the 23rd overall pick.
So the Ravens do have another pick in the 1st round.
What do you think about Hollywood Brown?
Kenyon Green.
Now he's a
Guard, Texas A&M.
he's a Cardinal.
It's a Cardinal. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't know if it was the right move by them. I think they got their
I think
guy.
it was a good move because all you throw is Mark Andrews. You don't throw it at anyone else. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't really use him. You got some value out of him.
They got their guy, though, in the draft.
We do have the pick for the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
We do have it, and the pick is in. If you guys want to know who this guy is.
Who'd they pick?
They reached. They did reach. With the 15th pick.
Wait, can we make guesses? Can we make guesses?
Yes. I guarantee you won't guess it.
It's gonna be like Sky Moore from Western Michigan.
They reached even further than that.
Tyler
That's pretty far
Smith.
reach. Nah, wait. Let me go through it.
With the 15th pick in the 2020, with the 16th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jhan Dotson, wide receiver out of Penn State.
Who?
Standing at 5'11", 100.
Is he even? He's not even on our mock draft.
So small.
Projected to be a 2nd round draft pick.
Wow.
Taken number 16 overall by the Washington
That is
Commanders.
a stretch. 5'11".
Well, if he turns out good, he might be good. He played 12 games last season. He had a very good year. He had 91 receptions on 137 targets. He had 1,182 yards in the season. He had 12 total TDs, so he had a very good year. His highlight game would probably have to be against Michigan State and Maryland, where he had a PFF grade of above 80, which is very, very good. When you look at where he was going, he was actually falling very much so that he was going to go in the 2nd round. He started high and then he fell. Where he wins is his suddenness. He flares and acrobatic and has a 5.2 drop rate over his career. His role, he has a reliable slot, and he can improve on his muscle mass, though. And, wow, it's going to...
That is
That's a
extremely
reach.
shocking pick, and
It's
super
a reach.
far reach. 5'11",
I like Sky
179.
Moore, the wide receiver out of Western Michigan, more
is-
than I like this guy right now.
That's insane. 5'11" as an NFL receiver.
He's got decent speed. His route running is all right. His physicality really is not that great. His ball skills are very good, and his elusiveness is good. But that's a reach. In my opinion, that is the most Washington Commanders thing I've ever seen. I'm very, very shocked of that pick. They had the guts to actually have that pick, but wow, that one doesn't sit well.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it play out now.
That's crazy. Good for them.
Jeez, this is a very, very, very interesting pick by the Washington Commanders. You had a couple other guys on the board. Who knows? I don't really like the pick, but maybe prove me wrong. What do you guys think about that pick?
That's insane.
I mean, Washington. You gotta see it play out. I mean.
Honestly,
if it doesn't play out, then
if it does play out, I will be extremely happy for them, and I'll still be shocked because no one's gonna expect for it to work. No one expected it to be a draft in the first place.
Jeez, that's a really weird pick right there. Now, where did the Los Angeles Chargers go? Do they go with an edge rusher, or do they go with a cornerback? There's a cornerback out here. The best linebacker is still in the draft. They can go with the center, Tyler Lockbar, out of Iowa. That would be a very, very, very good
Bill
pick.
was saying he wanted the center from Iowa.
Yeah.
They should have gone for that.
You text him right now?
Yep.
It's not very good, is it? I didn't like that pick. Not at all. But ouch. That kind of hurts. Trent McDuffie, in my opinion, is going to be off the board at the Chargers pick. They need someone in the secondary to help them with there. They got J.C. Jackson, so it's very good, but you can have a 1-2 punch with McDuffie and Jackson. Be very, very good.
Have not had a quarterback start every game since Kirk Cousins. I want to see the their reaction.
Okay, we have a draft pick. The 17th pick is in. Do you guys want to know who the 17th pick
Not
is?
till after they announce the.
Well, we already.
Not till after I hear the reaction.
We already announced it.
Not after I hear the reaction on live TV.
You got to guess. You're not allowed to.
Is it a stretch?
He's very good.
Do you have any suggestions?
He's going to be Devin Lloyd. Linebacker. Actually, they do have Khalil Mack now. So it could be George Karlaftis. Oh, actually, they're probably going for a receiver.
Who are you guessing?
Here's the Commanders pick. Let's listen to this.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jhan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State.
Interesting.
Penn State Stadium is crazy. It's so like 1,100, almost 1,200.
Very good production in college. He might be good in the next level, but as
trying to make him Tyreek.
Who is your guess for the 17th overall pick?
Has the best hands in this draft. Unbelievable. His route running. Here you see he's able to.
I mean, you have a wide receiver pair with Terry McLaurin, so that's a good thing for them. But who do you think is going 17 to the Chargers?
Garrett Wilson. No, you already left. You already went. I have no clue, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, with the 17th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the LA Chargers select guard Zion Johnson out of Boston College.
Wow.
Now, this guy is standing at 6'3", 312 pounds. He's 22 years of age. He's very good. He's on 300. Well, he's pretty good. On 364 pass snaps, he's allowed 1 sack, 2 hits, and 3 hurries. He's played over 777 offensive snaps. Very good pass, very good run blocker. Should be good within interior. His draft stock has been rising as of lately. Where he wins is his consistency. He's very consistent. His role is a starting guard day one. He is a starting guy, and obviously looking to protect Justin Herbert. That may be a good option. He's got a built-in guard frame. He looks like a guard. His pad level is tremendous.
Here's the Chargers pick.
Purposeful movements. He's got very good balance. He's got very good strength. Explosivity could use a little bit more, but he's got great frame and flexibility. He is a very good pick for the Chargers that needed to maybe protect Justin Herbert if they're going to want to make a run.
Guard definitely helps him out for the Chargers.
Yeah.
They do have that electric defense now with J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack being added on to Nick Bosa and Derwin James. So adding that protection for Justin Herbert it definitely gives him a good boost on offense.
Wow. 18. Tennessee is now on the clock.
Oh. How'd that happen?
Tennessee.
I guess
believe.
I guess we'll cover that. We'll see what Tennessee picks and then we'll head out. Who are they picking then if they traded up?
Don't know yet.
Devontae Wyatt.
They could be trading for the
Ooh, I saw this. I was listening to the TV earlier, and they were saying don't be surprised if the Tennessee Titans pick a quarterback.
Quarterback. I think they're trading. They're trading up in front of the New Orleans Saints to maybe draft Malik Willis.
Want to see that?
Maybe that could be the case. That is a very interesting. I haven't really seen a quarterback being attempted to maybe take off the board, but no. I don't know. I kind of see the edge rush out of George Kanaflis out of Purdue. I kind of see him falling in this position, but we'll see.
How do they get those jerseys made so quick?
They have it pre-made. Because there's only so many people there at the draft.
But what if the trades happen?
There's only so many people there at the draft getting invited there. So they have them made for all 32 guys. And for 10 guys, 32 jerseys for each of them. That's not as much as the whole thing, you know?
They know exactly who they're going for, obviously.
Uh-huh.
All right, here's the trade.
They got a nice trade room, bro. Draft room.
It's pretty good.
That's their locker room. There's Khalil Mack back there. There's his jersey. That is their locker room.
Yeah.
Do you know who the Titans picked, Colin?
I'm looking right now. Who is your guys' guess?
I think they're going for, like you said, that. Oh, here's the. Oh my God.
Wow. A.J. Brown is now an Eagle. Wow.
Connor.
A.J. Brown is back. He is on the Eagles now. That is astonishing.
Wow.
That's a huge.
Doesn't Connor of A.J. Brown in that?
2 wide receivers are now moved. Hollywood Brown and now A.J. Brown are now. Both have Brown in their last name. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. But that is huge. They moved up in the draft. They traded away one of their best weapons. Wow. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. They got Derrick Henry. Why are they giving too much faith in Derrick Henry?
I don't know, but we do have the pick in with the 18th pick. Does anyone guess who's it going to be?
Oh, I know.
Do you know it?
I know it. It's a receiver. I just saw it on DFA football.
With the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, Trevor Burks, wide receiver out of Arkansas.
Just like that, they got the replacement for A.J. Brown. Just like that.
Brown, 6'2", 225.
In the matter of
weighing as a junior,
literally the matter of 5 minutes, they got a new guy.
He had
They're putting a lot of hope in it.
He had 1,100 yards, receiving 11 touchdowns. He played 12 games played. He had 65 receptions on 88 targets. He was very good receiving grade, very, very good.
Are we going to talk about
games was against Alabama, which is a very good sign that your best game was against Alabama. His trend has been recently going down but where he wins is his supersized speed. He's 225 pounds, but still no one can catch him from behind. He shrugs off tacklers like he doesn't even feel them. He's a powerful lower back and wants to be physical off-brand football and initiates the contact. He's got very good speed. He's got all right route running, not the best. He's got very good physicality, very good ball skills, and elusiveness is pretty good. What do you think of the draft pick?
Are we going to talk about the haul that the Eagles are getting?
Brooks.
The haul that the Eagles are getting from this draft so far?
Getting a lot.
Jordan Davis and now A.J. Brown? Not like he's an experienced receiver, too.
Yeah, he is.
Hopefully he doesn't need some bad Chipotle again.
Bro.
Out for the year, bad Chipotle.
Remember that last year?
He's like, I don't want to go to Philadelphia. Let me break my legs.
Yeah.
Does Fanatics have the jerseys yet?
Let's check.
It's scripted if they do.
They definitely do.
They have Trayvon Walker, Sauce Gardner.
A.J. Brown is now a Philadelphia Eagle.
No, they don't have Olave yet. They have some of them.
Connor called it before it even happened.
Connor has him in Madden.
Now
What
the
pick are we going to?
New Orleans Saints are on the clock.
So we
can
did
end
this will
after-
be our last pick. And then we're going to head out. All right, recap of this 18th overall pick. The Titans get 4 and a third-round pick for A.J. Brown. They lost Julio Jones, too. Julio Jones is still in free agency.
I think 20 is going to be.
We aren't going to be able to do a stream tomorrow because we got to work and stuff, but we'll update you guys on our Instagram about like who the Bears pick and everyone who picks tomorrow. And who the Packers pick. First in the AFC South.
$57 million guaranteed.
Wow.
Very good.
All right.
These fans know that they don't have A.J. Brown to cheer for.
Yeah, maybe they don't know.
Maybe
they don't know they lost A.J. Brown.
They draft somebody else. We'll see.
Draft a replacement. That's what they did.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 18th pick to the Tennessee Titans. With the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Trayvon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas.
So there you go. A big physical receiver.
Bad night for A.J. Brown,
Arkansas
unless he wanted to go to
big
Philly.
physical
But
receiver out of Ole
He's getting
Miss
paid. He
that
don't really
they
care.
didn't want to spend $100 million on.
You're going to be shocked, Rich, when you see my comp.
Is it?
Burks.
Is that right?
His comparison is.
Yeah.
Got it. We can show you. My comp is A.J. Brown.
it is.
That's who he is. Build speed. He's got that.
They basically drafted the exact same guy.
He is a monster after the catch, guys. Of all
His
the top receivers
who he
in
is
the
like
top
is who he
six,
replaced.
it's him and Jameson Williams who are the best.
Dude, are we just gonna talk about how
games.
good this offseason is?
4-year, $100 million
Philadelphia's going to be able to do that. Nick Sirianni drawing it up, get the ball, let him go. Jalen Hurts get the ball out to him, and he can do the
I
rest.
don't know.
He can beat press with that physicality and get right on top of you vertically. And he hit a bunch of home runs for Arkansas, a bunch of 70-plus yard touchdowns.
He's quick.
I'm waiting for the Saints one to come in, though.
All right.
He's not coming in. Which
Which
often makes me believe they maybe got
and
him
then
straight.
down the field, catch radius, go up and get it. This is going to be an interesting combination. He's 50 pounds heavier than Devontae Smith.
Let's check out the NFL player comparison.
Ooh, now he's compared to Debo.
Trucks, and you say that your comp is Debo, huh?
Well, we've been talking about two receivers tonight, A.J. Brown and Debo Samuel. Let's comp him to both because of the physicality. And the reason I went with Debo is when you watch Trayvon Burks' tape at Arkansas, he's in the run game a lot like Debo as well.
He's a very good wide receiver, but you traded away A.J. Brown, too.
And now he
Guess
goes
you didn't
to
want to pay him
Tennessee.
then.
Todd Downing, you're
Yeah.
dialing up those types of plays as well,
Jeez.
even more so than you did for A.J. Brown, who didn't run those. And both
still.
those guys were baseball
Yeah, where's
players.
Well, I
where's
think
the
it's
Saints pick?
fascinating, obviously,
They're
that,
waiting a bit, which
you know,
makes
that
me
he's
believe there might
part
be
of
a
a
trade.
trade essentially.
Unless they're
for
taking a while
A.J.
for this pick.
Brown, and this is your comp, and then also Charles, that your comp for him is Debo Samuel. Since A.J. Brown and Debo.
Traylon Burks is a little taller, about the same weight, slower 40 than A.J. Brown, higher jump, and they're both the same overall.
3 years, and now it's time for their fourth-year walk year. Do you pay them like somebody
Yeah.
like Devontae Adams was paid here in Las Vegas? Pay them like Stephon Diggs. You pay them like somebody who's
They
been
do
in
have the
league
pick.
for 7, 8, 9 years. And
Is it
where
updating?
Debo's
Craig
still in
appreciates
San
the
Francisco.
coverage.
We'll see how that plays out.
Proud
The answer from the Tennessee
Rug.
Titans is, no, we're not going to do that.
Do they have the
You know,
me see.
pick in?
Just go cast our line back in the water and get a young guy and start from scratch.
$3.5 million a year they're going to pay Traylon Burks. That was what that pick was worth last year, $3.5 million a year. How
They're
about
still on
those
the
two
clock. They have
together? It's
not
like we're watching
picked yet.
multiplicity again.
Whew. Malik Willis time?
There's a lot to get through.
Maybe Malik Willis could be out the board, the first quarterback out the board. If not, he's probably going to Pittsburgh.
Warner, take it away.
I tell you what, I love what you guys are talking about when you say the comparison is to a guy
Pick
like
his in.
A.J. Brown. But I
don't
always
even
say
have
you
to
got
pick
to
right
be careful to say it just because
Kurt
a guy
Warner?
looks like a guy or plays like a guy.
Since when does
does
Kurt
not
Warner
mean
work
he's
for
going to be A.J. Brown.
NFL?
A.J. Brown is one of those
I do have the pick.
competitors with his size. And he
With the 19th pick in
Malik
the
Willis?
2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, tackle out of Northern Iowa. And when you talk about beast, this guy is a beast, standing at 6'7", 325 pounds. He's a redshirt junior. He, on 435 pass snaps, he had 1 sack, 4 hits, 6 hurries. He is very good at run blocking. He's absolutely phenomenal. He had a very good high. His overall grade this year was a 97.3. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good grade off of this tackle right here. Of course, you got to look at the competition he played. He really didn't play good competition. He actually played the school I'm going to, SIU. He played SIU. So he plays in the FCS, so there might be a little bit of a learning curve there.
Oh, yeah, the Saints got Andy Dalton.
Oh, that's right.
But this guy, man, where he wins is his power. He's got very good power. He's a very good gap scheme tackler. The tape of Northern Iowa looks like someone's dad stumbled into a Pop Warner game.
Pop Warner game.
So damn wide. Some instantly broad shoulders, even by a man of that size and standard. The kind of physicality that transcends the competition battle. He's out for blood. I love this prospect already. He's got 5 out of 10 balance. His strength is phenomenal. His explosiveness is pretty good. His frame is phenomenal. And his flexibility is pretty good. What do we think about the tackle? Trevor Penning.
Very good pick for them. They need that offensive help. We were saying they could have picked a quarterback in this spot, but Connor's back. We were saying they could have picked a quarterback in this spot.
A.J. Brown to the Eagles, Connor.
Yeah, Connor, A.J. Brown to the Eagles. You predicted it in Madden.
Yeah, you did.
Walker 1 can suck my nuts. Whoa. Connor, Trayvon Walker's in the past. You need to get with the program. You need to see that A.J. Brown is now an Eagle and Hollywood Brown is now a Cardinal. But back to what you were saying, Con. I like that pick by them. I think it was a good pick. They need that protection on the line with that electric defense already. They definitely go with Jameis Winston for a year, and then they go for a quarterback next year.
They were announcing one of the head coach coordinators, and it was the military announcing it, and they just cut him off.
All right, let's hear the Saints selection.
Trevor Penning. That's my bet. Let's see, 20. It's probably going to be Malik Willis, and if it's Malik Willis, we will be ending the stream.
Last one. All right, we keep saying next one.
This one's the last one.
This is the last one.
Yessie says hi.
What?
Hi, Yessie.
Says hi.
Hi, Yessie. Welcome.
Wessie Woostos. Connor, we don't, care, but, what do you think of A.J. Brown?
Connor, it sounds like a you problem.
Northern Iowa. The real question is, did they beat Southern?
I don't know.
Now you got to research that. All right, now we got to wait a commercial break.
No, we don't, because I'll get the draft pick and I'll announce it, and then we'll talk about it.
Look at Chirag, what he said. Connor said, Walker 1 can suck my nuts, and then Chirag said, what are the odds my name is Walker 1? Chirag, you're my number 1 fan, because you're still here. You've been sticking around the whole time, Chirag.
Jeez.
Chirag, you're my number 1 fan. Chirag, 04 is your name? Your name to me? My father. Number 1 in my heart. Wow, Poppy's home. We got it?
No, not yet. I have to keep doing this. Oh, we got a draft pick.
Malik Willis?
With the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select quarterback Kenny Pickett out of Pittsburgh. He doesn't have to go very far.
Dude, they don't have faith in Mitch. No faith in Mitch.
Oh my
Wow.
No
It's
faith
all
in
right.
Mitch.
They'll try Mitch out, and if not, he's
No
a
faith in
prospect.
Mitch.
He wasn't a pro style offense, but he wasn't as good. Maybe he could sit behind Mitchell Trubisky, learn a few things or two, learn how to be a professional, learn how to be a pro. He's 6'3", 217 pounds, redshirt senior. Really, he's a one-year wonder, dude. He's like a Mitchell Trubisky in a sense. He had a very good season. He had 42 touchdowns with 7 interceptions. He had 334 completions out of 499 attempts. His completion percentage is 66.9. His best game came against Georgia Tech and Duke. He was gonna drop. He has a good feel. He's accurate on the move, and he's pinpointed out of the pocket. He can flash the hash with easy. His mobility, and he always has his eyes downfield. He's an all-around type of QB. Where he can improve his processing, his speed. He's not as good as processing or doing the reads. He's got a 6 out of 10 arm strength, 7 out of 10 accuracy. Pocket presence is a 6 out of 10. Mobility is a 6 out of 10. Decision making is a 6 out of 10. So he's definitely a project, but he is the first quarterback off the board.
Connor said Poppy's home to A.J. Brown.
Well, that's good.
But I think
what do you think about Kenny Pickett being taken instead of
the
high side of Malik Willis?
They show they were invested in him, so I think you got that guy. You have Mitch on a 2-year contract. You try out Mitch for maybe 1 year. Maybe do what they did with Jimmy G and Trey Lance last year. Maybe have him sit behind Mitch for another year. Mitch with that experience as a starting quarterback, and then you test out Kenny Pickett next year. You test him out maybe in the preseason. You give him some reps. You see how he does, and then you see where you go from there. Kenny Pickett has shown that he can play at a pro level, although he has small hands. Which Joey B has small hands. Joey B made it to the Super Bowl. We know Joey B. So let's see what the announcers think of this pick. And then we're gonna head out after this.
We're just gonna head out like now.
I want to hear what they say though.
We're gonna hear what they say afterward. Well, this has been a great draft special. And
hey, we're not done yet.
Well, no, because then I'll have the next pick, and then I'll want to talk about.
All right, we can talk about the next pick while they're talking about this. Who do the Patriots pick then?
All right, let me check.
And then we'll head out.
Hey, Shrek said I'm gonna need to see driver's license before you go.
Sorry, I can't do that. You gotta wait till.
He'll have to do it IRL, just so you know.
Yep, I'll do it IRL.
When he takes it to prom.
Yep, tomorrow.
For a while now, do you take the guy that's got the most experience and the most production, or the guy that has the highest ceiling?
All right.
Got your contract, so he's good.
Tomlin picking Pickett.
Trubisky, baby.
The number of players that we saw on your top players.
Miles Jack, I forgot they got him.
That the Steelers could use as well.
That whole division's very interesting to me. Like the Bengals and then the Steelers now, plus the Ravens added on, and then the Browns with Deshaun.
I just don't think you go through this whole process and do all this work on these quarterbacks.
That guy's got a Randy Moss Vikings jersey.
Shrek said he'll be waiting for it.
This is his last year. And Ozzie Newsom's last year as a GM in Baltimore.
I think it's lunch or no.
Maybe that's what Kevin Colbert's
If you take Pickett right now, he competes right away with Trubisky. If you take Willis, Trubisky's automatically your starter. Trubisky's watching this right now.
Trubisky's watching this.
I have that terrible tower in my basement.
The Steelers one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my dad's coworker is a big Steelers fan, and it's the personal tradition. She got it from my mother.
You pair him up with
me, Madre.
Kyler Murray.
Jeez, I'm not getting the pick yet.
Gets traded during the draft like this, and there's a contract, and
Mike Tomlin's never.
I'm not getting the pick right now, and if it doesn't come in a few seconds, I think we're going to end it. This has been a great NFL draft segment. The ASP podcast brought you another banger, I hope.
We hope you guys. Oh wait, let's listen to this Steelers pick, and then we're going to close it out. We hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Make sure drop a like. We're sorry we couldn't get this going up on YouTube, but they're gonna get this posted up on YouTube.
Can't hear it.
What?
They probably can't. So we're good. Let's just
wait.
Of one of the most memorable moments in NFL history. During the final seconds of the 1972 AFC divisional game, Franco Harris.
Oh, they took it away from the Raiders. That's why it's in Las Vegas.
What'd they take away?
Yeah, they against the Raiders in Las Vegas, and they beat the Immaculate Reception was against the Raiders.
Your boy Matt.
Sorry, Matt. We gotta go to sleep. We have school tomorrow, Matt. You know that.
I would do the whole thing, but you guys.
Well, yeah. I gotta clean all this stuff up. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. No, I'll be good. I literally just gotta clean this stuff up yet.
Okay.
With the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, there it is. Kenny Pickett reminds me a lot of Justin Herbert with his hairstyle. Where's Kenny Pickett? Where is he?
They're still not. All right.
There he is.
This has been the ASP draft special, and we hope you guys enjoyed. And
Thank
we'll
you.
See you.
Make sure to check our Instagram for more updates on the draft.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. This will be up really soon on our YouTube channel, so if you want to watch it back, Shirag, you want to watch back your comments and stuff, be sure to do that. Check with us on Instagram. It's been the Anytime Sports Podcast. Thanks for Colin for hopping on with us.
See ya. Thank you.
See ya. Peace out.